brako megu nhyirani mpo na etik mokwadwo ne beso abiribra Kwame Nkrumah brim
Ebinum si ofri asase ase. Kwame Nkrumah tikese wofro Nyankopon nche. Amen.
Adiatie bia adichie biara nso ni munsem o. Kwame atu apema bransa medukata were Nkrumah twentwenko a watwen na beku age oman. Eyi nti Kwame kasa Nkrumah kasa.
Okay, 101.7 Sinabusha. We are transfer wade ache bia dwumadi mu abono nsia pa sima aduonum enwotwe bosome ne da etoso aduasa bosome enwotwe sana bosome mfie penini aduonu enan eda na efiada Friday 30th August 2024 in the year of our Lord. Ofime wade akwa wasan ho Kwame Nkrumah kese me morning show president of the land. For Bible ni enkenka onyankopon asem Matthew Sempa etire enkron imu bakon. The gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 9 verse 1. Na watana akodo mu twa ba ono ani kurom. Na hwe odo nipa bi a woyare mubuo a woda kete so brain no. Yesu hunu wonjidie no. Oka kire obubuani ne se oba ma obontoyem na wode obone achew. Amen. Jesus Christ na akotena koduo bi mu fantimu ye beka se hyema watena mu na nkrofo na time ni se ye bay ye nanai ye ndihie problem a wo mu no nti ye de akwala no bebre awurade na wasane yade na wo mu aplan se wo mutimi ye boko di ni duru nanimu a ayare sabeba enhira beba enkwa beba ent wo do nipa wo yare mubuo wo bubuo guo won kwa wo ma ye de ni bre awurade wodi ane de eye sikamu abubuo yare wa bubuo guo o sikasemu obi abubuo guo awawo mu obi abubuo guo ewo eba abawo mu obi abubuo guo awa nimguasie mu obi abubuo guo e ma de odi beto aduane adi kwa wonya na ne nyina ye de ba kodan ye ne wurade Yesu Kristo ye de ba kodan ye Nyankopon no wotena akodo mu na hwe wode onipa bi a wayare mubuo a woda keteso wo mubu keke wo bubu da keteso won koma abrabo nipa fam de asi na nso no wani da so se nyame wo mu a niema nyina be yeye se nyame wo mu a ade nyina be dia bo na esuo yie se nyame wo mu a de apratetie no ebe obadane aniama na yeye se nyame wo mu a wo hia ne bekọ se nyame wo mu a abebrese betwam kọ se nyame wo mu a esu ne be firi wa serie no aba wodi woni pa wo yare mubuo a odakete so brain nipa doctor for declare no nipa abusua wo mu no yemfa ne nyehwe yenim se de na brabon de asi cause obi yare mubuo no what be pagya no kona atase a ene ye beka say nda so ho but we de wada kete so this nipa pagya no ebi hia no oden papa wo be say hia yen ba wo no obi atim say da bi we de ano oden ebi yare ano oden wo de say otimi nante kwa hospital obi o this is the ambulance that na call. Obi situation wo mu no ginyame na odi obi a oyare mubu a wada kete so bre ewurade anopa mi ne umienu ya hawa ni pentimi nkoma yen ya hawa enda so nyina asa ye de koye nyankopon anim wase na Yesu hunu wongidie no oka kire obubuani ni se oba ma obonto yem Yesu odika hunu wongidie se dipa fam de ade yi entimi ensesa bibia entimi ensesa na enso wagi onyankopon di se Ewurade no obo ade eye daniara biribi besi na Yesu hunu wogidie see ama life sentence there nanso ube pie free prison ho Yesu hu wugidie say what the 50 years and above I want ma nanso ye wa hu wugidie say wonim say nyame wo mu a eba no ebeba Yesu hu wugidie say niam nyina asia mawo bra bia ni wa wabo a aye yie nanso awurade hu gidie ne sese nyame wo mu a ebeye yie enti wo ka kire wa no pay se ma wo bontoyem odofo ehu abowe odofo oni da so asem odofo a bibia aye basa ka wo nkana kwa ka wonu adurawe Christ se ma bontoyem Christ se ma bontoyem be of good cheer ma bontoyem na wode wo bone achew ebia ye mu bi eye bone bi ene aye emu bi abrabo bi ene bone kane ena bewie yensa ebia ye mu bi eye busuan kontonchi nnome ena ewo yenso na so ni nyina mu se nipa na eye yen se eni aye bra se busuan ennome se situation bi ne akotomu no wo se maobontoyem anopai wasoma me se meshodin me mani su ye se ne asu kra ye na ye mompa ye pama ye ho de ye kase se onyame wo mu a ebe ye Awurade adom ene abompa ye fagidi kase amen ye kenkan efri Matthew sempa etrenkron imu ba kon ede ebepem enan Awurade asemni fagidi kase amen.
God bless our homeland, Ghana motherland, faithful and together. Hello, my brother. 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 Hello, my brother.
Diechibia Ghana mai betu pon negina wo mamba power dwene Ghana ho kane Diechibia anye na magani amagashia ni huna magawo ho Diechibia eyegigi
Hello, my brother. Parliament members attending the sitting Ghana move. Hello, my Parliament members attending the sitting Ghana move. Hello,
okay 101.7 sunie ebusuafo ade ache bia dwumade sunie fie da bia eboja ye na yenko ye nim na memfa we mfam na ansa na yatoa so na president anopai enu na wodi betwetwere osin obi anim se ye ka toothpaste pa dia ye president hwe da bia ebedidie bia no bon se sikire ene niema bi akoka ye sentem na ema ye sen sei bon se gam no ye se hankra no na enokora ema ye problem eduwa bi a ema ye num nka na nyame adom president wo die na ye nsuro bibia isanse president no wudi twitwire osia enkanare e wo seso e wo wanumu e wo katremaso yi ni nyina firi wo ema wo sen ye din 10 times stronger kai president cavity fighter with the profluoride and the microcalcium ingredients na ye ne silly tiny and invisible holes tokro bia ededa wo simu ye hunu no e silly ni nyina kama pa na ma wo sen ye den na wanum so etse president cavity fighter no 10 times stronger teeth protection na emfie aduonum nie e de twetwe ye sen anopa ene enumre president ye de ma Ghana Dental Association for say eno ne yemfa twetwe ye sen ubenya bi wo shop bi e ben wo ye wo no adane be four variants ye wo family pack ye wo ajakwa pack ene ye wo de keka ho nyina enso ebi ubenya bi wo ba bia e ben wo president every smile matters ka se obetwetwe sen anopa ene enumera ukoda na wo the president ene betwetwe sen na etimi ayekama pa so edi ama okay 101.7 eso eni na eno ankomo ekọ so Minister for Finance ena okasei na nasema wakasei nyina enie ose mo se enkofo bi sika kodi mu fund management for saskana ekodi mu enkofo di o musika ekoye investment awodo no akoba se minister akwa abama ne na aban so apene so sei wo mo 700 million ba aba betua saafo ni nyina eka ama no akọ na asem ni nyina enie asem ni nyina enie 700 million ena wo mo musika kodi mu no wo mo nyina nso ye be ma wo mo ama wo no so enwa hare wo mo enti minister bossa amane no na asamba na John Dumelo akoka matese so apa achew okay FM 101.7 asamba na John Dumelo akoka mesramo amanyofo mesramo politics na mo yen beyond politics no me pa cho politics enye wuo ene nkwa o enye wuo ene nkwa die free monu mu ban mu hwe yi o unya tumi no a me pa cho matimi adi tumi na 100 years there bi unya tumi na ayedai mete politician bi anim hwe manim ka kire me se me de se me yiri be wukura na menya power me pe say ye den a metimi aware fofo hey power wo penti ni pangu wow minim se maameni ne kokan yo eye Lydia Sayram Al Hassan wa ne kokan yo se ni titafo ne kokan yo e ma wono so kasa ene mesme kase sabi una ukum what kind of pronouncement is that? It's so the comments were so unsavory. And as our comments way etuaba. Come on. Yeah, Matis yes wa be pacho. We but kasano abawie. Baby a ugina kan nipa na wo ho no. Wo mu ko. Etu obi o wa ontimi metie. Comment no de o kan ye. wantie nea woka yɛ enti na asɛm ɛno no na ma menkɔ Ashanti region Asante mantam mu na menkɔdi nkɔmmɔ bi emra na Asante mantam yɛkɔbisa MBB for sɛ campaign no ɛte sɛn na yɛne George Opoku Ampon where campaign spokesperson Emma Ashanti regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Yenine enkodi enkomo na yensan emra. Mira me moache.
Ya de na wisi ofa.
Na boko de.
Ofa Nyankopon adom. Ye ho ye megidi se onso ho ye.
Ya yesu se ho boko pa. Na mabawo nchen a Asante mantam mu yewura chama Wontumi wate asifom wono so woye ne campaign na enkomo afiri wo eba te sen
Ofa de di kama me na wase na menchia watiefo na no pay na medin no na mete Ampon medin ne ye George Opoku Ampon sa
abaya ne tro Ampon wa he
Ofa se
abaya ne tro Ampon
wadaro mani efa nsa no so ma me
anti mate
Ofa anope ma menchia watiefo ne wahwefo a ajibre na omutie OKFM na meka se emenije se menya kwan na no pay me ofa ne ma de nyina me ne wo edisa nkomo yi no kre se chairman Bernard Chibosi akwa kana ha nyina efe no chairman Wontumi kwate asifom na de se ni nkran ema ne tisi form de dikan ene se chairman atna se hu se no two elections are the same that is a battle me no bia ni ho a ese enti wo hwe bra na ye campaign in the year 2016 na ye wo enua bia ye gina so a ye de ye campaign no sabe ye campaign say ye te opposition na ye pa ban mu aba enti eno ne kwan ye fa so ye campaign ya me ye adoma Ghana for to abama na do danko akufo ado no na ehho akohia se in 2020 ye wa ban mu no ye campaign say obi o wa ban na o pese ye san to abama ni bio na o to amamu no so enti 2020 campaign so sa ne koe na 2024 de ofa ye pese ye de obi nye bi da o Ghana ya manyo semu sa manyo ko bi atena konwa so mfie nwotwe na mfie nwotwe na tiri no was up a san to amamu so nti yen yes explain say we are breaking the 8-year rule junction na eda ho no enti MPP for nyina as breaking the 8 say my own to me say you cannot do the same thing and expect different results say that dia de we nie dia sansin so ade bia unya na no na obinya enti e wo say ye hwe kwan foforo ebe fa so a ye be ye ne ma say da bia sinsan so foforo a ye hwe ni mu no ebe ba enti they say no campaign no watu din say e knowing the voter let us say e wo say okunu nipa potia ono na okoto aba no na voters no so aye ka o masem no sebi omo ni region no mu so mo region no mu pa omo wo specific constituencies and electoral areas any polling stations ahodo a and na make up the entire region no it was on regional chairman a what say akonwam no agege dem e wo office na mum wo si form na wako polling station ho na wako electoral area ho na wako constituencies no na oni nipa e wo ho mo na beto aba na di nkuta ho chairman so nim say we are say we ade wo bi na wie bi the senti osikro bi emu ana constituency bi emu a the odi kan ye ne say oni ne party for executives any parliamentary candidate any DC ana NC ya ho oni omu nyina to omu ho punum hye dem electoral area coordinators edin komo assembly members ejidi se omu MPP for no na omu defie komo omu defie komo wi a afei na ye kwa na nanom na aso na ya kwa straight to me afi na nanom ho ansa na ye sikronum ene na nanom manfo abontoa ni a cheche yewura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eni so ade hu na Ghana for eti ase to abaman ya yetimi break 8 no eti ofa ye guso a ye bonto a me ne o ka sei enra na ye call the 7th constituency ana eye just constituency enti se me bon to fa se ma Wontumi aprobo no oguso a no pa me ne o ka sei ye nam kwan so a ye ko ni wadi bi ase constituency ne ho so nyuma pa yewura Wontumi asase no ye de akotoa so e woni wadi bi asefa
na wɔyɛ yenyina adwe so enura no ye hu pictures bi a wo ba bi a yeso ye woman organizer na wono sabre yi waye a new apostle for a year new apostle for MPP as I say why yi na NDC atade agu ho enu ba no sen
ofa mesa da wasi bio sema Wontumi campaign na oye no ono de wa title no say e knowing the voter nti obi oto aba bibia no Wontumi ekono ho ne di nkomo me de okwesi kakra na ne nansa ye kɔ akomadan ana say Ofori North constituency no ye kɔ ya kɔ NDC for party office kra ene nipa ho ekopesi e be di nkomo nanso are ho sem ne say omo ti sema Wontumi di a na obudwane ye nti edu office on ne ho dampan nti e bia ansa na ehu say memo amiensa aba ene no chairman ene omudi nkomo then ra de si we just no say the medical cancer chairman de obi oto aba bia no for the nation etre say ni pakro no enra ye du ejeso na ye ko party office any party penifo akodi fi amane ansa na ya to aprobo no so no ene ehu awura bia ono so afa na fade a etre say oye NDC ni ene e wo hye ni t-shirt esan boni duku a ni nyina ye NDC colors ti chairman si ana no de ne sa to ni kongo so maru afefe abato e wo sinsanso kai se 2016 yenya nto aba no na free senior high school eni ho ya to sa aba ni wie ya na na do dan kokufu ado ne Dr. Alhaji Mamudu Baomi abaye no ena ene free senior high school e wo ho enti de mesre ono se wo wanya bi akwa se de be ya onu anu aka benya free senior high school ne susu bi akontino aka be ya brabe ka me ne mi team yi ho ne nyina ye monto ama yewura Mamudu Baomi na Wontumi meso free senior high school mu yie emaye oka ya na era na sire no se ma waka amate eno ono a eso ni duku mu na chairman boa no na otu ni duku se afedie obeka ho amia ye adwuma se ho na chairman board nsa no na ye women organizers di mi ka di duku for bre no a ye board NPP duku ye wie ye eno ono a ma kwan se ye mfa no nko ba bia obetimi asesa no ho na onhye yen ye t-shirt na ye NPP die no de ni dancers afedie wo hunu han no enti nyina ye gina ho ye video ena e ma awura yi sa no ho enti owie ye no ena ono a pie be gina abonten e be chia chairman sem da na se ekoje member of parliament a wasan ye parliamentary candidate for Ejeso constituency lawyer Kwabena Boate koje ne number enti ofa mi de ni se e fie chi ni abofno nti awie nti e kra ye se ni o metena e kan nu de ni nyina ankobo nto a ena o se o san kofi akofa ade enti eni kan na ye kojo nu mu a obeba beboa ye ojo enti ye de ya nse ho asem bia bio kosi se atire ya tete nsem bi wo frama mu a eno de ofa o mi sa mi a eja asem mama ti a me pese me man de ni a
na ensamba na tete no frama mu
ofa de otu ye na bi ni eze ate se awura no eje ye t-shirt ene ye duku no o de akọ ne party mpanifo ho ama said the usual politics NDC for ni ye no omo echeja atu ye duku num ene atade numu a omo de kire se ade aye ye no ana yewura chema Wontumi ye no omani anso nenso no kwase me hu ni se ra no sabi oburu mfie du ngoche onye asuko no ma onim efi ni benkum ko ni nifa enti eye ono ani pem ena obeji tum se obehye ya atade eye ono ani pem do oji tum se obebo ye duku enti afi ne ye nwanwa se sana muntu ni timi course nenso ya fa ne se eye amanyo se ma ye no Ghana ha enti ye de afi ye sia ye hwe ye ni mofa
woye na every one motimi ni awura na kasa
ofa no kwase me wumni se every ho no ya fe na on fa ne phone
okay
enti eguso hwe se ye betimi anya no ne na kasa ye de ye mpa ba
because de ti anami bisa no se bia oye sa de yi ehunahuna bi abam ana bibi abam ene ade
eno na ofa na ye pese ye hu se ebia oye ye no ne party mpanimfo no aka bibi ase na eye ehunahuna ana se ye so kra ye party fo ni bi enso aka se ade na wakohye party ne ma nti ehunahuna abamu ana na ye hye ni nkran se enye sa na tema Wontumi wo ye na manyosem ono de obeka sempa no said the Bible cries, Yamanya Mia Samson say, no Benam Assem no Swatch and Kraman Hono. Ono or can't in Sempa, Ira Mamudu Baumia Jina Homa. Then Sem Noa to send the Panadri, no Abeka home. And the Yendi, Ogunibeka say, we mean well for the lady. Yem Pese or how an artist be Abeconoso. And then I'm Kwanzo Konu at the Bias, every pem of fire, Evolution. They are sending crying, say, on my back on a United States. And the Sebi, yes, send or Quan Biaso. Now, no one fan again got to about 2024. See, of Yendi said the medical can, who to me say, the example for copy room. Na say who or ha and any ham or handy hania or better of a race hour. And Sinya or no could do baby no people NDC Dukwa or because I am so boy NDC do continue. Uncle can MPP 177. The Becoswa near you be or again and near swab any be adding Kutahon, said the Bear Ira Mamudu Bamia or Bear Ghana Mabeni after 2024 election.
Now, Maminti, Proba, Chairman Echo. In the name of my party, ni Yura Mahmoud Baumiano, message bay ena modernam.
Over message yadinam nema Yura Mahmoud Baumia, ejina so amaye na yatintim ewe manifesto mwa ene yadinam. Over se me chwa dua kwachi kakra. Wo hwe ewiase na GDP about $103 trillion. Sasika Mabodi, emu about $25 trillion. America for Nkwa Edie. It's in just a homo ya timu and 9 no me yibako. And now share a bibi mine so as about 54 countries, Yensi Kuta about 3 point something trillion dollars. But on mine to say UK. There's a mine 9 United Kingdom, Great Britain, na Ireland, nominate Wales, nomke Cabo Munwa. Almost so equita about 3.08 trillion. That is almost a baby my diano. A year cry ayepe. And a Ghana diano a year $78 billion. The show in an say a name do as of my yanny if in features. And Nuntinama and maybe at Meshri, at the Nimkaya, and ye these are my native. And in an boom compound now share the 1800s, the first industrial revolution, a buyer. Nasa Breno and I share if Fidia abro 4 years at the Bayer, Kitisi, Ebitimedia Conyaba. Na Sabreno, Sebi, na ye ni or my dear friend Ghana. Oh, dear, not Tronche, na Oshe. The second industrial revolution, and also a buyer.
I see. Eti when is
of another Fateme. And yet, and it may be why I need ye. Oshe, the third industrial revolution, at the computers and so a buyer. And also, no sabe India for a so many pa, and the Ama and Nesh, Oshe, Akuku Dam, IT companies, I can see. Google nominee there India for an chief executive and in penny for. Now, you were the fourth industrial revolution. The era of artificial intelligence. The era of, robotics. It's the idea is not to see us all man. We hear leader or one year was answering we. Said the bear, obit me or mine, any Amaya Hoduaka, etimi a dear dentity. They were Kobase, unya leader. Onje sa baby we are seeing na empuntu edru entumwa ebe ma o man na sa ka tiri ma bedu baby ebe ka se ye san ebu o man ho nkonta no na ye ni hia ye de kire e wo ya afu mu enu nti na Ira Mamudu Bawumia e kasa fa digitalization ho e kwan a ene ye nam so a drones nko akra nti no ye tumi ene ye nuanu ma e wo mia ahodo e timi de niema koma o mo basahare so a e timi aboa o masitinem wo hwe ene mobile money interoperability abeya utimi edisika free bia baako ekobia foforo basahare so a how ne abenibia ni ho wo hwe say Ira Mamudu Bawumia as vice president about 33 initiatives that what champion nipa on ne praba no wo hwe se bra no so be vice president now so bu compare de ono ye ya untimi nya baako anan mienu a ye de be kai no bibia di adanse say Bawumia remains the future of this country. enti so obi so obe reset Ghana no obi so ono de obe upgrade Ghana na chese ye nkwa gina na ebua na no me phone na menya o how kakra ho na me se me ko reset me data was nyina malusu me pictures was nyina malusu me contact bi bia ni so bie enti chese so obi so o reset ya o pepa de ya ye nyina o jiri ni nyina egu na wa sha ase so wa ye ne foforo nanso be di ejina asoman no o se ye kai se ya bre ene ye nya de ye wo enti ye be hwe so ye ni apedi mom e na aka ho enno ni message a te ma hu tumi de nam a ye ka che Ghana for now fa e to Ghana for team pise kane na o makwan enti se de ni enti ene asphalt is if say aban we etimi ay over 7 kilometers inu anu mendi phone timi fa evidence a HSS assembly no kwe e bi na ye ka say ezi Ghana for ehwe sampuntu no mpo na omo de ato aba one most of the hospitals are at various stages of completion constituency ebe ko bia na ebi ho so mo ankasa hu sampu e ko so ma brabo ya high school na do dan kwakufu ado ni yira mamudu ba obi ade bai Ghana efie bia ni ho a obetimi aka se onya asade no so fa so jofa ye ya ye no e na ye guso ye bo hu dero se enu di adanse se o ma yentumi a ye betimi aye bia ka ho na ejidi se Ghana for be hwe no ho no ma to aba ma yira Dr. Alhaji Mamudu ba obi a
Ani mame na wase na me nsenya mpama ho ya na wachia chairman ne mpanimfo so nyina mame
ofa ye na eda wase pa chairman bete on kran
mate bye bye
ofa
yo George Opoku Amponsan ye campaign spokesperson ewa Ashanti region de ema yewa chairman Bernard mchibusi akonto ama Wontumi ono na wate asi form a oye campaign na ye ne ono so di enkomo ye wo mo se yebedi enkomo awodo na owura chatuchi kata arezi assembly pa sa asem no mebusa amanyoko busa homa na omo tutu papa so asem a wakani provide funding sources for promises Bosha manyoko hudu ani nyina ehye ne titiru MPP NDC yawura chachuchi katase chire sosi ubasi university yate sosi akwan hudu obi owa a wo beye yate wo ba wosi obi a kwonma anopa bia twapuma de ubema ni free yate wo ba wo se free crèche ebe primary 6 ofo bia ntue school yate school fees yate be kire ba bia wo benya sika no de ayo nanu bibu se binim wa fidie so so Ghana say ye cut expenditure ye beye wonka hwe wo ko cut de hin e na ade de hin akoso de hin so ga kire me say ye be ma incentives e wo bi electricity na wo mo de wo abaye 24 hours de be adwuma. You should be good enough to tell me say okay electricity no a ombe na obete so no ube fasika wo hifa na ade atuaka meanwhile no kra no we are not paying realistic prices. Na mame nkwa homa so na me kodi nkomo baako ana mienu bi emfa emra Daily Post the assembly about was say NDC I say 50,000 dead persons, illegal transfers in voters register. NDC discovers. Nature say, one see NDC amanyukono, and we say, nipa empim adunum 50,000. One woo, our register. A fee illegal voter transfer. And so, I humpa na. yenkonko bisa Maldi Jibril, where you Deputy Director of Elections. Their name Chinkomo. Maldi Jibril, me watch it.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Now, I'm probably to say,
Adumon.
now the Daily Post, the other to me just said, what discover voters register and say, 50,000 dead persons. One within the room, and illegal transfers of voters in voters register. And for me, ban saying,
medical I'm here with you for an opinion. About dead persons in the register. A idea say political party be more interest in the register, and you want to find out. It's easier for you to do, but it is a tedious work. The said, as I say, political party, your executives at the branch level. The Timina data way because through the register you can identify a more or free more or more register no more. And this exercise we're able to identify that one to help to say maybe ID ways to register no more. The it will help to clean the register, to reduce the number in the register, so that a banner say you printed ballot papers, you are printing ballot papers towards that number. I will register more over to a ban. We don't get waste. Again, people also cannot take advantage on those ones to vote in the elections. In Jumaway NDC, and 50,000 can just a few out of the many are young penteja because the number is huge on the name in terms of the amount in the register. However, on the issue of the transfer, illegal transfer, after electoral commission or the register MR NDC as a political party, exhibition, were able to identify, say, about for be any register at where they vote. But we are searching now, you will find their name or other polling station, other constituency, within the same constituency, they every one electoral area at another area. Another one polling station within the same electoral area to another polling station in the same electoral area. The idea here every register way more. And that is why electoral commission says, yes, exhibition. Exhibition, no, register. However, register or exhibition, it requires individual bed enter form. Actually, say me the person corrections way, and I may say me objection way. But it will be difficult say individuals on because two options and a woman. One, either system as a challenge, or somebody was trying to tamper with the data to cause us. Until the electoral commission, we are raising this out to the public.
Now, Mammy Radio, 50,000 Daily Post, Abbey, and no, we are there only a muko beer better than that for her. And now, sir, we are there in your sir in empower move.
Okay, so I can say you were executive from the branches.
Okay.
Branch Viana, that is how the fixed matter. O branch executive, I was omnium among for a war. Omnium, you may free my confirmed. The register no, it's easier to tick in the register.
Not just say, branches and only at the Adiano, Cronus winning Crofua, a woo.
Sir.
Anna Muka, you must second register and one with this album.
That's it, sir, Obiwa, was it? Our system now, yedi eyi omo move register no more. It's a system that has a process, a longer process. So either say you apply for VAE because there was a easy the way they didn't know. The apply say we anyway free more, and you free more. But EC didn't go on to remove the name. If you saw why
but what was the process? No, so who will be a wo bebo easy for na man ye never ho dance e bra no mu nyim frim e said this net was won't be who so be a branch bi
and I can say a be or why I'm out for apply but their name repeated.
Oh, okay.
This is what you have seen in the register because you want for this is a recent limited registration way opportunity. You are challenging as a foreigner. You are challenging as a minor. You are called the education now. One succeed Nipano, which means it was said the any register no more. But this exhibition, none of the DMP register no more say what to have. So let's yes.
Said Nipan Kwano wo ni said di wo mo so ntimi to aba.
Oh, yes, so what want to be in trouble? There are three things in those issues. One, want to be in trouble, but it adds more to the budget of the state in terms of ballot printing.
Nebia, isa nkrofo yi na letter commission abo won ka ko print ballot papers.
That is one. Two, there are people who take advantage on the loopholes way to add up numbers.
Hello, Mitchell.
Me see you one crop on Jum Bonia. Once I only say a month for say and you are on the Tuaba. To be take advantage at Tuabama or the Tuaba. Even though in your name, but over to me to abandon 2 ballot papers, 3 ballot papers. Oh, Kanya, any amount for whatever comes, somebody can tick on them, self as if we have vote and it becomes a vote that they are counted in the elections.
I see. I'm panic. Obi betimi akoto bi agumu a take advantage of the dead persons in Meboa.
Yes, so betimi take advantage of mu, especially when you have a mischievous presiding officer in the other police station.
Na mami musadie we o. Bra mu sadie we ni na no. Mo ye den ana mo ba ne mo tuo party mpanifo.
Okay. Omodi register ni ma ye on Monday, that is 19th August. Even though now you register them to be able to help them on such issues. I'm on my end. However, let me Juma as a party to raise some of these issues. In fact, I'm going to register them the following day by 11 a.m. Then I start saying identify problems maybe. Even though electoral commission say register number my no. The court for the noir, the same register, yeah, mistakes crap over. But by 11 o'clock, first, second, check. Then we say even one register now, one constituency fully. Register on the mind and picture club and so. So your trauma, my friend, say, register on the mind, I also have one print from source. Yeah, dear, my register any pictures for me. Ampa, electoral commission, AGA2. A print, a copy, another register at the brain. Pictures also. Then another issues came up again, a film. But now issues they say, also. Intend to mean a piecemeal issue. So you try my electoral commission said, if never a year who register no money exhibition a year, you know, it's going beyond say exhibition applied to correct. The better share. Nan can you interest in a bit to me a resolve issue. Interest from my electoral commission. I'm 3 days after almost what me reply. I can say almost so much. Na yembe share next week 6th September. Na interest in a bit to me a resolve issues.
Okay. Now, mami we ba kwa mo ka say illegal transfer of voters transfers no. And also mo hu say.
Okay. Your transfer, electoral process more. And it say, be what about baby last 4 years. What if you hold acquired before? On our okay. Over transfer, Overcourt district office. I could fill it form. I can see me 12 feet about area. The person you me vote if you be a new and from Braha. That is how you do transfer. Yeah, transfer away in all extra elections, the first registration. Again in 2024, yeah. So list, electoral commission my agents at every sentence now. So each of our sentence, was our data no. Say we and again, so electoral commission so transfer many one. List now register no after registration no. It's now be free and obey transfer you see. So this data is in the register. When we got the register, checks, we find a BR. Oh no, any list no be say why transfer but a dinner be pure. Because there's a document to show. A document to know agents need work or need work that area no will be and transfer by the diaba. Yanya soon crofwa. Ono de okoche kini di. Wa hu di already stanamo. And be said ban the same. A Benita agent, a regional deputy secretary. Well, who did you register no more? We did a check for him. Then who said he didn't know every baby what to about. After another constituency, or no one on our constituency, one to one transfer. So these are issues, and this is PK. And we want to understand how say so be apply system to me apply money transfer. That me then there's a problem with the system. And who authorized that? So, how did the person got access to do it? Because we are in the era of IT. Anything can happen. Yes, there are transfers are easy, which we have the data. But there are certain information if I pick it here, which we say we need to understand how it happened. And that is why and also here can say the electoral commission on that issue.
I see. And yeah, yeah, we you. Such transfers, no. Yeah, the one is a nipa no an a cose. Me pese mo transfer mo kwa. Na de mu ye no, transfer o ma ya nipa no anka se nim se ya transfer ni vote ko baby.
That's the issue. And that is why I how because me no want to say they say crap. If you want to check you the exhibition way, if you can transfer with the unim. If you system na transfer, and now obi and I shall say what temper with the data and I do we have aba. So it is and you will say how come say if it's a one crap on a year, it's a dear we say careful also because I fear provisional register we register we will the friend provisional a register yen two more. Even the electoral commission say a robust and then it's credible, which is a wrong statement because register we yen two move. The just two move we are all the corrections now. I feel a yeast to be my final register. The register the system to meet transfer will be without the knowledge of anybody, which means at the point of the final register, this thing can happen again. And it's the idea when never to me see any and send a do stage, we have to work on it. Indeed, in 2023 assembly election, people saw this problem. Among 4 center got to Aba, register no more. But that time, I say political parties were not involved in much. People didn't take it serious, especially when it was assembly elections. After elections, in 2024, Electoral Commission, extra crata, and my district officer say, who's the amount for the ID card? But Omundi and be registered no more. And see, if I say, Mumo Mukwenya, I'm from Musabe to machine, so near Momo card, and I'm being registered no more. It's happening. So the question is, how it happens, say, we make a card, now they didn't register more. Those people with belief at that time, and then everything say, their name was not there, but it has appeared in another polling station or another constituency. And now that the register has been given to us, we did transfer, and that is what we are saying it now. That is why it's important, say, yes, Electoral Commission. We're happy. Say, yes, they've accepted to listen to the NDC because it's about stakeholder engagement and giving us this opportunity to point out. Perhaps maybe then we'll correct all these issues moving forward for our elections.
Now, yes, much work at Akoma IPAC. 7% Kamudin Shimu, with the more came one, say, and I be before.
But let me show you my IPAC because there's IPAC and the electoral commission as office. Let's show my electoral commission say or more. Say electoral commission share. And your IPAC meeting, a electoral commission in the trauma will say or more. Also, I'm a respond to say yes. On the 6th of September, 2 p.m. on Friday.
Okay, yes, more concern be said. Mokwa, Debia, Mr. Tete, any conform neighbor, but Mamma Kasa, yet Mammy Jimen said, or my IPAC meeting, but and also your concern. Send your mobile discuss your Marco catcher woman.
Oh, I think it's a worry IPAC and I raise this issue. Say, Jimen one IPAC meeting once even in 3 months, once even after 4 months. Serious. Usually, the deputy most of the time, in fact, before this time around, most of them discuss the following day, no over a press conference against idea of discuss IPAC. And see, I raise what IPAC. If she attends IPAC, it's good because on a chairperson of the commission, and yet now as an IPAC once in 3 months, once in 2 months, an emergency, no, but no more is important. But it's always an issue there. There, I bet you IPAC piano. That time now, no collaboration program. I don't know. I did all any or abruchi. The Bia that excuse. The deputies and ever. They have the competence to manage the.
Now, who are there who's about minute abridged?
That's what Tigana never for Magana for.
And to be a attend to other duties.
There's no other duty above electoral commission and IPAC meetings. There's no other duty.
Maybe a family member meeting.
Which means those why it's important than the one that taxpayers are paying here to do.
And also, yes, some more.
On Fenadinity. But if you be
and yet, Mira, Mamma was an a clear response. I be free Wabano. The Antwasin Incomo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, that's a pa. Open here in the Casa, Mal D. Jibril, where Deputy Director of Elections, Ma NDC, Americono. You didn't know after and Comoke 101.7. So, any. I dear be Abe Kumase. Minim said, no, my Jaya. Uto Fufua. Nabia wa jiko kwesi hu. Na ubo no abowe na abo no abowe kama pa. Tia na mama makaye. Meba mo chaw. Tell us more money promo. Tell us more money promo. Exciting. Na the amana ye exciting. They say, na no ada ahafu obi di 30,000 cedis. Madina obi di 30,000 cedis. Grand price no 1 million Ghana cedis. Baako fo ne de be ma no pacho tie. E betimi ayewa. Simply reload mobile. Wabra we used to tell say cash wallet. Ubaya part of the daily and weekly draws. Betimi a winning up to 30,000 every week. Now what we are. The obeye today tana airtime we used to tell say cash wallet. Na double chances. To your payment echo face broadband. Na fe my chance now be the next millionaire. So the more we reload no more and our chances no so echo. I will tell you say more money promo no. So hope so we a simple untueske bia dial star 500 hash and I send it win echo 500 and I visit tell you say play app no one where we promo NLA and this time put team so na ubetimi to be na wo so abaye odefo kwagu ada say what Chelsea no she blue.
Okay, then. 1, 2, 1.
One by Chelsea. Hey. Why?
Eh?
Chelsea and Fanti 14.
Vantini be na ti Chelsea.
Hwe gwagwe. Wo de kokaneshi. Baby a car ni ko Cape Coast, Fantinya nkoma se gomwa ni ade no. Boys no Fantifo boys no. O ko ni kroma o pia free a. O se ordinary shirt. Ba o be fru car na no aworo. No boss wa she Chelsea. Shirt no.
Me dia minim ni sa. Se me ye basa ni Chelsea nso de ye nye namfo.
Na se we wo Spain na we wo aha.
Any mfam. Any mfam. Say
basa sa ye basa.
Oh, he said the team dey go. Ye niska ba kokra. COVID na ma basa gu.
Na the COVID. Me this is a problem here. Na no me call Barcelona. Because stadium. Wọ́n sẹ́ ọmọ bu ẹ̀kyẹ́ ni nyinaa gu.
Ọmọ yẹn foforo.
Ne bẹ kyẹ.
Na wọ́n sẹ́ adé abasa COVID ne ha yẹn no. COVID na ha basa ti sẹ́ de aha Ghana pẹpẹẹpẹ. Na ni sẹ́ nti ni sẹ́ wọ́n sẹ́ Barcelona team no ọmọ yẹn ni ti sẹ́.
Wọ́n de kọ kasa àwọn ọmọ yẹn o.
Oh debi wọ́n sẹ́ Barca team no ọmọ yẹn ti sẹ́ more or less like religion.
Yeah.
Ẹna Catalans for team.
Yeah.
Nti omo no they don't believe say yankofa abi Arab ni bi no fa ni sika mbe shem ti say de city ni ade ye no nti individuals ni contribution ye de
because omo area ni nyom from Catalonia say
Catalonia individuals contribution ye de rani and Barcelona was recording 78,000 attendance average per match.
Wow.
Nti kwa mi 78,000 no a bit to €100, a bit to 200, a bit to 500. Father Krasi, more VVIP session where €1,000. And imagine say every 2 weeks, unya 78,000 times this amount. Na COVID buy about zero. Nti anu na ama ye team no gu ya chese.
Oh, Baba say Uba Stadium one. Who say omo other activities be or Basa shop. Beto Jesse ball whatever.
Ska attendance in the Mabasa no other activities need to be o dey me fan say obi atua €1 kra. It means that every 2 weeks unya €78,000.
Yes so.
Come in news kaketwa. Na a range from the least €100 up to €1,000.
Na ayi na stadium no. One is mo dey man no wo see. Mati dey say Ghana ni Covid yo. You're in.
Hey, get to NBC. Menya inside Kuhun.
Inside there.
Inside Kuhun.
Wow. Ayen say Johnny Jacob Kubi. Tonkra edima okay FM na yeni nkobisa no asema esie na yeni onzo enkomo. Jacob mimochi. Jacob mimochi. Okay, 101.7 so any. Jacob mimochi. Yago, good morning.
Hello, Fa.
Eti say.
Nyame adumo.
Komo be na wo a wo de be ma yen.
Yo, Fa, me no ka say de obepie mu oye mfimfin mante ma ye gumwa east. Ekura ni de gumwa desun. Eno no, so o ko de mwa desun a, udu eye gumwa ojobia. Na unsa ni fa so no, no afa homo, eye prekwan bi Akama Hills. Ofa Akama homo a, de ubekwa akopie mu ewo eye gumwa desun. Na obepie mu desun anapa we ya, asama esiwanya atenkuma. Be se enane nansa ena asem na ehya ase. Nenya ne se eye nkofo mienu a yesusu se omoye akonfo a omako wia ye ukada ena ya chi omo abo omo na omo bu omo nyina wie ye no enye se omo bu omo keke ne mum omo de ebo bomuti omo nan
ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ ɔmo ayakayaka de paa ɔmo wieɛ no ɛna moto no a ɔmo susu sɛ mmeranteɛ no akɔwia no ɔmo hwɛ mu petro ɛna ɔmo de gu mmeranteɛ no so na ɔmo pagya tum pee mene wo ka sɛ nkurɔfoɔ mmienu ɔmo ahwe ɔmo nkwa yɛyɛaya na yɛsu sɛ ɔmo akɔwia moto ɛwɔ ɛyɛ gu mu ade kun na ɛkɔbaa ne saa no adehyɛ a yɛsu sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ ɛboro saa aberante ɔmo de ɔmo ho akɛwura ɛsiane sɛ Center East apolisifoɔ abim nti ama mmarima a ɛwɔ kurom ha no dodoɔ na ɔmo de ɔmo ho akɛwura na menya akwanya ne wɔn a ɔmo wɔ kurom hɔ ɔmo a ɔmo soro bi ɛkasa no ɔmo kyerɛ mu sɛ bɛyɛ sɛ mfie mmienu nie no mmeranteɛ wɔ kurom ha kyerɛ mu a adwuma ɛnni ha nti ɔmo deɛ deɛ ɔmo bɛtumi ayɛ de aboa ɔmo ho ano sɛ ɔmo bɛkɔ akɔgye loan ɛwɔ banks na ɔmo de akɔtɔ ɛyɛ okada yɛ bi na ɔmo de ayɛ adwuma na ɔmo nsa akɔ ɔmo ano na mmom abe bi a mbɛkɔ akɔpaake saa moto no ɛwɔ ɔmo fie support mu na wapaake moto wobɛsɔre no na akɔnfɔ abɛfa kɔ ebi wɔ hɔ nso na wodi siw gate ano wofa adeɛ wɔ inside aba sisi a wobɛpie no na akɔnfɔ abɛfa kɔ afei nso sɛ obi mu tumi bɛfa o drɔpe sɛ ebi ɔmo de wo kɔ ebi a ewutu breku odwobi anaasɛ ɔfankɔ ɛkɔ so a na mo ehwie ɛyɛ mokosami bi ɛde gu w'ani so na ɔmo afa ɛyɛ moto no ɛde kɔ ɛno na akɔ so a ɛyɛ ɛnɛnɛ nansa enyimire mmeranteɛ mmienu bi sɛ ɔmo yɛ okada rider ɔmo paake ɔmo motos esi ɔmo fie na beebi ɔmo paake moto no edi siiɛ no ɛna mmeranteɛ a ɔmo ahwere ɔmo nkwa sisi yɛ yesusu sɛ ɔmo akɔfa moto no nti abe ɔmo tẹ moto no so a ɔmo ba betu akɔ a ɛna alarm blow yɛ nti ɛma mmeranteɛ ɔmo wɔ kurom hɔ nyinaa ɛbɛ support ɔmo ma ɔmo kye mmeranteɛ ɛna ɔmo de ɛborɔ ɛnyɛ asɛnkuma ɔmo afa nkɔfo no ankɔ police station ɔmo de mmara no ɛhyɛ ɔmo nsam ɛde nnua ne mboba ɛbobɔ ɔmo wie na ɔmo hwee petro ɛde gu ɔmo so ɛna ɔmo hyerɛ ɔmo dwere bɛɛ mene wo ka sɛ ɛyɛ central east apolicefoɔ abɔbɔde abɛfa emu no ɛde kɔ ɔmo korabea na mmom mmeranteɛ a ɔmo yɛ saa deɛ ne deɛ mene ka sɛ deɛ ɔmo de ɔmo ho akɛwura ayɛ asɛm pa a ɛnyɛ asɛm kuma
nipa mmienu yi a wɔn aboro wɔn ɛko wɔn yi wɔn te mantam hɔ anaa wɔn firi baabi
yo mene ka sɛ deɛ wɔn a ɔmo wɔ ɛyɛ ɛwɛ mu ha mebi sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo kyerɛ mu a ɔmo nim ɔmo ɛwɔ beebia baafa menya kwanya ne wɔn a ɔmo twe okada yi bi tutu nkɔmɔ bi sɛ sɛ adan nti ɛna ɔmo ntumi afa aberanteɛ no ankɔ police station because efi beebi asɛm ne si yɛ no wokɔ w'anim kakra a police station foforɔ bi esi ɔfɛfɛɛfɛ maame bi a yɛfrɛ no David Bless ɛna ɔtɔn cement ɔno na ebesi saa police station no ɛde si hɔ ma mantemuɔfoɔ sɛ ebi a sɛ biribi saa ɛrekɔ so a apolisifoɔ a ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛmboa na ɔmo ntumi ɛnkye saa nkurɔfoɔ no anaasɛ ɔmo fa mmarakwa so na obi amfa mmara anhyɛ ɔmo nsam ɛna ɔmo nso ɔmo kyerɛ mu sɛ ɔmo deɛ abere bi a asɛm etumi si ɛwɔ mantam hɔ no ɔmo de kɔda apolisifoɔ no ntɛmpa so no ɔmo abɛkye ɔmo na sɛ ɔmo de ɔmo kɔpue mu ɛwɔ ɛyɛ kɛseɛ mu ewutu breku hɔ na ɛyɛ kɛseɛ mu ɛnkyɛ wobɛhu wɔn a wɔbɛyɛ saa deɛ no ne yɛyi ɔmo na ɔmo kɔ ebi wɔ hɔ a wo na woasa akɔyɛ wo case wode ɔkorɔmfoɔ akɔ ma ɛyɛ apolisifoɔ no na wo mmom wo ho abatan na ɔmo ɔtɔn mo ni ɛni nti na ɔmo de ɔmo mmara ɛhyɛ ɔmo nsam ɛsa no nanso mene wo ka sɛ nananom a ɔmo wɔ ɛyɛ kurom ha ɛne mmeranteɛ ɛne asɛmema no keka ho no mbi mu kyerɛ mu a ɔmo ani angye deɛ mmeranteɛ no yɛ no so koraa nti nananom ɛne mpanimfoɔ a ɛwɔ kurom ha ankasa so ɛdi ɛɛboa apolisifoɔ na ɔmo ahyehyɛ wɔn a ɔmo di saa bɔne no na ɔmo de ɔmo afa mmara kwan so na mmom mmeranteɛ mmienu deɛ mene wo ka sɛ yɛde gya ato ɔmo mu a yɛahye ɔmo dwobɛɛ ɛwɔ gomwa desun
wɔyɛ na sese ya sɛ issues bebree a wa report on ho ɛwɔ ha yɛnte ho hwee baako yɛ nkwaraa mmienu a wɔn kum wɔn nua wɔn adamfo akwaraa baako sɛ wɔn de kɔ akɔyɛ sikadu or something ɛna ɛyɛ aposini bi a wɔn nso guy bi nso kum wɔn no ne adeɛ saa nsɛm no yɛ a motete ho nsɛm sɛ wɔn gu so
mene wo ka sɛ sansɛm no menya ɛnte ho bibia no mu no ɛyɛ polisifoɔ mmienu no a aberanteɛ bi ɛhyitu ɔmo na ɔmo wuyɛ ne deɛ bɛyɛ mmere kakra no mede bɛto gya sɛ even ɔmo yere mu koraa so no ɔmo kyerɛ mu a ɛyɛ ana trɛsi nketenkete bi ɛkɔ ɔmo so ne nyinaa ne sɛ abere asɛm no siiɛ no mpanimfoɔ hyɛ ɔmo bɔ sɛ ɔmo bɛma ɔmo sika bi mene wo ka sɛ sika no embaye every eye police akati sika no embaye afei nso no esan so omo wa ha sei na de odi sa abone city kromu ha nso no anka omo hia transfer menu ka say sa transfer no so emba so ema omo da so eti bebi omo wa akoye ayem hihie e de ama omo mintumi hu se sisi a menu ka say na yetumi a transfer omo e na omo ko eye bebi omo kromu ko ye ejuma ana se sika na omo ka so omo de be ma omo no ye de ama omo nde mintumi kire ba efi abra me no omo ka say eye be se busumi you know there no much me say sika no embaye after transfer no so no embaye
Jacob mami na wase no pay
yo
bye bye yes actually Jacob Kubi na ye ne no edi nkomo no e wo tunkra e de mayen e wo despite media okay 101.7 so nimpa chaw se wo tie mi anopai a enro ayebo mamane Sir, you did the National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party. Aye, Mustafa Salam. Nanidino, aye, Muslimu for Yanchia. Aha, Salam, peace. Nature say, Oyubia, or Passum Dwipa. And see, aha, Wabetsana said that na enche ye de enkomo ebe hihye so enti onuan kan kire onuan no onuan so kan kire onuan na yentie ensem a ene ye ne no ebe twetwe enkomo ewo aha no na mamemfa we mfempa cho se wutie mi na uye dwadini a mpa cho tie na pesika loan e de atrel business mu a mpa cho tie quick credit some kai wom 15 years ago am na ma obosia na odi tell business mu ni ade say wo ma san omudin no e de bills microcredit baby ana quick credit office wo no e hwa na wo it is a wo pe loan e de expand your business na wo pe loan na e ho dwo on be ma mre tenten na ade atua interest no so wo from pa Bajo a bills microcredit. Show much la kwai nebra no amun chel say everything is possible. A journey na embrace a brighter future. Bills financing your needs. Bra na yema bosia baby na quick credit for one. Na bills microcredit for so ko no more scanner if to expand your business but you me the way from na fear in komo ahihye so let us form your partner for life me patcho mattress papa de a latest form na yenkwa agina na yebua ye mattress na etiapo ye mattress no woda so a wonya problem bia ye mattress no woda so a ebeboa wo papa mattress no woda so a ebema wo apomodin na da bia wo na ho si ho so ye wo king size queen size double 1.5 ene de eke ka ho nyina bi na ne price no so de edutwam eda form papa eti me pa chawo se wo pe mattress papa de a bra latest form for ukoduru a eya abomidin kronkron no ombe ma mattress a ekma pa latest form for yesa furniture enkonya ye wo 1 seater 2 seater 3 seater 4 seater and de ekeka ho nyina bi bra na etimi emwa kama pa na akonya no a ye no ye ne wo ye ne he ya ye wo design bi color bi space bi apeso di bisie bi an latest form for ye wo ho e de emaw latest form your partner for life na mamenka say latest form for ye introduce MDF bed wardrobe side drawers coffee tables center tables and the keka wunyina ebi enti fa ho hyem latest form your partner for life latest form your partner for life be part of visit ende na fe ne beto in products ni na bi part ye online business it will be because ye be online business na ene so enye nkre enti obe friend number 0302 23 11 55 to 62 and 0322 00 84 99 0322 00 84 99. Let us for your partner for life. Medical can say the national youth organizer of the new patriotic party, Yera Mustafa Salam, Wabeka Yensa, na enchepi, ena mbia manyukonu so lanche manifesto. Na yebehwe manifesto no mu titru de ewomu a eye mabunu enso echefa. Na yene no ebetwetwe enkomo watena se edada enenso yefiada bia nso yebekọ juma. Aha, yebekọ juma. Na Agi Mustafa, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Na umpa muti say
nyame adom odi achen anapa we danka wo Arabic e was ra danka me de kaifa halid beka ho. No, I can say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Fantastic.
Say you free as here, Bismillah.
I Bismillah.
Nafi I end Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and Alhamdulillah. Me say Salam. Salam no. One of the 99 names of Allah, Nyankopon 99 names so far the Holy Quran.
Holy Quran.
Salam one of them.
Okay.
Under normal circumstances, no, there should be a differentiation between an ordinary person bearing the name and Nyankopon die. Nyankopon die no ejina ho sonko.
Yes.
Na ya yen a ye de ato yen no, ye de bibi eka ho a e kire say de bi wo nya Nyankopon.
Wo nya Nyankopon.
Wo Nyankopon akwa. It usually there should be Abdul attached to the salam.
Okay.
Hana Abdul Salam.
Abdul Salam.
Oh yakwa.
Yeah, Nyankopon akwa. Oh, okay.
That's right.
Wow. Me mami nua okoware alaji bi. Enti ye na wode ye koware ni nyina o ma obi adi mi din de Awal. Yeah.
That's right. Edeja, you bepe kwan na ye do akọ Mecca. Wo ba na pe Alhaji Awal.
Eno anu ma wie.
Na
wonim se da bia so se e ba so omo kọ akọchin kronkron na. Me kwa me wonim ba bia me kọ.
Debi.
Me kọ Saudi me kọ Riyadh.
Oh sir. That's right.
Na me wo ho na mesumi nam wa. Oh yeah, na very interesting, yeah. Very interesting na. Eti ombekọ akoye say umra o say hajj. Na omukọ ba nam nu omu nyina.
Ade woni mu pa o.
Papa. Teria ho de oh minimum pa. Woye nanu. Ebibia manyuko na memfamfiri so far campaign aprobo awoko etisɛn.
Yo medasi mamincha etiefo nyina ene ahwefo nyamincha de ya hye campaign ase a campaign no akoyie pa. In fact ye share with 16 regional tour eno ena ye Franka Tuni Dr. Mahmoud Baumia edi share inti ye ko 16 regions nyina eno ase ye koyo kokoko ye di edidie ekosi regions no edi ebuo ema ahemfo eni penyimfo ansana ye wie eno a ye de constituency campaign ashase so far constituency campaign so kwa me kuma tikese we die enye obi ena be catch obi because evidence no dey our bonting senior yaje abo aso Dr. Mahmoud emu edom a omo be hia no bebia okobia and the our bonting ema obia ehu campaign no has been fantastic. Say yen kra no a ye campaign no no sometimes it me drew baby na ya no na abroya so because you same crop for beba, but the level at which crop for beba no far exceeds our expectation. In fact, me started presidential campaign ache. In fact, Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo 2010 presidential primaries, and I started AD presidential campaigns.
Okay, about 14 years ago.
14 years ago. We Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo presidential campaign. Odin Kunim sign Etu Frankama MPP. Ye the call 2012 campaign. Medina Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo echisa only Dr. Mahmoud Baumi echisa from 2010 no, all the way to 2016 time I hear elections no. And I've said this time without number. Although me who say yedi echre Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo no. Although I did the echre Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Dr. Mahmoud bear times 10. That's the level of the popularity and Odo Ankrofo Ewoma Dr. Mahmoud Baum.
Ne masadi ba.
Ne ahumbrasie. Ne ahumbrasie. And ne nimdie. So would or kasana would see ne nsem or kana. Ube who say papa no o nimdie o nimdia o kano. He understands what he's talking about. He knows his stuff. Oh. And on your obia, say original also obekasa, he doesn't understand the situation in which we are. On him say Ghana ahonchire aba, ahonchire akosoro. Kwan ben ena yebe faso. Amasa how no abrase. Ede ama Ghana for. And I think say we tie the campaign. We follow campaign trail now. Send us here in the campaign. Near ato Ghana for akumemu. And intina bebia yebekobiano. There's that overwhelming love for him. Ndra me share videos of the campaign. Ewo domi kwabenya. Me who I say goosebumps ebe kami. Goosebumps ebe kami.
And no, I said there was heavy traffic.
There was heavy traffic. On this stretch of the road, Domi Kwabenya Hacho and the environs.
Wow.
Nkrofo pie bae because Dr. Mahmoud Baumia enti nyame chade ye da nyame ase say one man is such a formidable candidate. And che bia your opponents catch and say, oh, seboko mu presidential primaries na moko tuaba na muyi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ye de yenye campaign bio. What is Samuel Semno? Oh, Mahmoud Baumia the oil cool chop.
Because can say, we track through, or yes, say head of economic management.
And there they are sweating like pregnant, fish. If you free a T1, Obama said there be Adiano and that from senior na Obuhuno no. I said 2022. Now I imagine say, oh, Abani do ma failure. Into that time, no man started teacher positions kura. No be di minister, no be di deputy minister, no man started lobby But I can say with all certainty, say the Pharisees that we have seen, the Egyptians that we saw, we shall not see them again. The Egyptians will disappear. As for John Dramani Mahamadi or your history, Nyamicha, by the grace of God, he will not return. He will never return again as president of the Republic of Ghana. Ejuma yaye, 16 regions are call ye. Ejuma baku standing out. Emma Dr. Baumia campaign. Ejina mupa na Youth Connect. Youth Connect. Yes, share Jumano. Yeah, the idea echo two presidential candidates. Say, we share about 2 way. A bebunu and a dorsum. Also, no, we will be a pep bebuniasem. Yeah, yeah, domunino. Yeah, bebunu. Inti, I think, say, we campaign, yenya mre, campaign no. Na, ye ne mebunu, ya chunkomo. and why or you to say and part with the say yenye. Inti say me kobe bia yenko na yenko youth connect. Inti we share youth connect a 16 regions na. I can tell you say not a single region. Yenko for bebunu be 2,000 in our hall. No, not a single region. In fact, yeko poly. They be organic. In fact, we share constituency based and mamima evidence. And chila say near Ekwanso organic. And yes, say ye basin crop for. Ye 3 constituencies in a day. A day biano ye 3 constituencies. Now, we share saying their constituencies so you know etwa soma obi enko fa you know nkrofo enfi another constituency. And ban the constituency because ye free one constituency, ye call the other constituency into no. I say ye free abetifi, ye call maybe in prior so. Now, more abetifi no. Almost sorry, I'm calling prior so. Almost prior so change because you have to mobilize your people and wait for us. What I say, into within the constituency, no, and mobilizing, but so all the people you are seeing, and within a constituency, you can for and 3 different constituency, and far and more say ye babe numbers. We are not doing that. Say NDC for no, your margin say, ye basing bina ekoswa. Me see election results no, about hona ombeto mo piga. They are Madam Mensa, you know, Abe declare, you know, who has won the 2024 election. That's the day they will see that the numbers were indeed organic and not mobilized. The man is drawing large support out there. We understand, say, the situations are difficult, but in him we also find a friend. In him, we find a leader. In him, we find Obia Oye empathetic to the Ghanaian people. And in him, we find a problem solver. And in Yamin Chadie, I have every trust. And I'm sure, you know, Omudom, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Ebeto Abamano, no, Omunim said, Bibi strong con, Papa Numua, Yamin Chadie, to Abanamana, or the Society Kupa Beba Ghana.
I see. Now, Mammy, what can you TD? Minim set momo bibi Emma Mebunu said the wedding can. But now no so NDC for a lunch one manifesto no. One more one. Free senior high. One bet I expanded to even the private schools.
You know Mumpe.
Was it?
Mumpe free SHS.
I fay and we have 5 key social interventions containing 2024. I fay no academic fee policy for all first year students in public tertiary institutions. And what the almost can say, most of my children universities, technical universities, polytechnic colleges of education, nursing training college. But they been able to say, technical universities, you know, and until I'm yet to seek clarity on that. I feel one may introduce you SLTF, support for continuing students. One may introduce you free tertiary education for persons with disability. I feel Ghana medical care. I know your Mahama care no support care for more chronic diseases like kidney failure and cancers, sickle cell near the
manifesto.
Provide free sanitary pads for female students in basic and secondary schools.
They cry.
Why?
Omo campaign no. Omo manifesto. Dubbed version of the MPP manifesto. And dubbed version of MPP policies.
Oh, how?
Oh, yes. Without a shred of doubt. The first person I Oshebo say Oba, people with disability would go to university free air, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Or no, can first. Say under or no tenure as president, people living with disability would go to university free. Until there's no doubt about it. And no, yanom akodabi ediashe omo manifesto mo. Yeah, any problem. As for the ideas, here will be brave. In the time, we will churn out new ideas. Omondabe. So many things are a manifesto mo. See children's hospital. You can say we are building 650 or so bed children's hospital. I think Anyaso Utum thereabout also. As we are speaking, construction is ongoing. So into Babe Sidney, idea MPP, a year already near now. Almost say they reduce the cost of data. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia can want taxes I see ye almost be afao. Into a BBA MPP say ye be bia NDC for some baby. Now, Kwame there's something that Ghanaians and train or margin and Kosria. The opposition party must show say you have overwhelming ideas. Bibi strong ebetimi as some minor from the way I mo say abino enya dia momo policies no e say enya strong kra a chain near abino eye. Unfortunately, everything NDC to Jabia, there's nothing original and new about it. Abai we enye bibi and found. In the 8 years of Matnefio, till date, NDC doesn't have any superior policy. One, say, must say dollar akosoro and nukre. So far, they haven't shown us a way or dollar kofum. No any policy. Rather, yen ayewa baimu problems no aba ye deal with no yen na ye di solution aba say in nyamencha de Ghana for to aba mayem bioma. These are the policies ye di betudwa na etimi apuli dollar no aba from ama sidi no na hon de apeja ka ho enti say NDC for no de wontiomasi is a very lazy party. Empty manifesto, completely empty manifesto, bogus. Omo manifesto a bogus. Just say bibi fufuro kra enim obeka say we the NDC for no o ma chese o mo adwen you know they can think outside the box. They have the brains, you know, the mental capacity to think outside the box and proffer deep, far-reaching solutions to deal with the problems of this country. That's not what they have done. Rather, no, you know, a policy.
Because as a policy back one, I think 3 billion. At the training Nipa youth no for coders no near the idea.
Oh, that me baho.
Okay, I'm chill.
Say a bano. Ushe niya ye de tuja. Say ye be yama, you know, bebunu ye wo on my way. Very clear and categoric. Say, you're training 1 million youth in ICT. Now, I didn't hear. Quite informatic here. We are going into the blue revolution. And I'm about the 4th industrial revolution.
Yes.
You like it or not? We are going inside. In fact, I bet dear so. So, as a leader, you must prepare your youth for this period, for this 4th industrial revolution. Into Dr. Mahmoud Baumia started this digitalization. It was with the firm understanding, say the world is gradually changing into a digitalized, you know, era. And anything that honor a champion of digitalization into Otiasia from the word go, say this is where the world is going. Into my starting entity yebebuno. In the area of coding, software development, and the various AI, you know, tools last week and 2 weeks ago, me kind news item about Amazon. Omeyi for 12,500 AD. Omashre, you know, almost source of income. Industrialization. The 4th industrial revolution. Ekwanso, digitalization, artificial intelligence, and affecting most of the jobs are on here computers and so yen as I say yen training your youth no montias here Now, omunya entity, omunya skills, in the digital
because now
world.
I think is it Fiumicino Airport, which is Italy, Rome. Now on say now no, say Odu Airport. Nka obi obeso bag mu obe check in ama wo obe here wo me say one
machines
now we
okwa na with the passport to so na scan bro na be gate amount check in na why you check in na wa print it out na walk body so ewiase edane, and that is why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on who idea way a long time ago or your book in 2010.
But Mama say, Accra Digital Center, or Commission EBA. Emma because a journalist in the club Busan say, and a man no say, BB Corso. BB Corso. His son said, spiritually and then physically. Nipa be buy near fair money. To say, no journalist now will be some question because Sabren what commission. Tis one to the near fair money.
Man paying on serious on Casa.
Oh, I'm being.
Me who's that video no? Me who's that video no? But sebi o man paying that I grow when it needs too much.
What have you?
Pa.
Most of my be a friend of any. We have be a moon. Oh,
no,
sir.
We are talking serious business,
sir.
Don't come and be telling us and obiako fro obini. I didn't know we are obi. It's not just building. You always see a day and a air policy. MPP, Accra Digital Center, MPP and a buyer equip with the necessary equipment, the manpower, and everything that is happening at the Accra Digital Center. MPP and a yabeshe. The first CEO was Kofi Ofosun Cancer. Okoho na be anyhow. It was just buildings and anything.
Oh, okay.
And a young man taking the time, she share various departments, any equipment. Akade omuhiye so be ejuma. Ama honomo start ejuma. So omanpanyi dada, Wontumi anya de no nti. Odwen say bibia no, grossem. Because that was how his presidency was run. Not just on your serious.
But on to me, nkase.
On your serious.
On to me, nkase. Champagne passe. Me commission adi no. A commissioner wi. Ama nsentwofo nyina di akire. Enti nipa bia to say ono journalist na no obusan question no. So also hu di a then spiritually and physically bibia koso.
And spiritually. Adia there's nothing spiritual in Juma way. Bibia ni wa spiritual. Bibia ejina ho physical. Se woko ho na nkrofo ye Juma wo ho. Se obehu se nkrofo ye Juma wo ho. Se nye moti na wo.
But enya nwanwa se de wo kan se obetumi akọ commission wo bra efidie ni bibia ka de bia nim.
No we say dada asem. Adankwa dada do politics no. Eno na aye NDC for no ma. Anything na omo bre no. Wo for mo green book. Nyama ne bebre omo say omayo green book. Wo ko for any that is the NDC kind of politics deceit, lies, propaganda. No omo de aswa omo ho omo ti so e de adware omo ho omo bibia adada any intro. So I'm not surprised. Say omampanyi dada wontimi anya bibia Ghana for asona hwe wontimi anya dwuma no ye to aba etia no and there Ekwanso say ye vote man biom na on sambet na so enye den ye nyina ye nhu would be speaking as though problem wontimi solve a spiritual intina nkrofo
obi atwe adwene gina so say oye okay yan fancy granted send bibia anim but will be any see and will be the equipments abegum will be a test me cross me can just say now say you move fan nurses 100,000 15,000
yes
senka mama pension when see rage when see University of Ghana Medical School when see when Sanka Mofa nurses here, Munya baby for.
Very lazy argument.
Why?
Very lazy argument. Yeah, by Nanado Danko Kufado. You see, hospitals, you see, from scratch to finish, 20.
Hey.
Yes, 20.
Sir.
Yes. This minus agenda 111. Oh, we interviewer, you know, Mr. Nyamau. Okay. One, those I can count, I know off head, those that I have been to. Oko Seshi Akotombra. Juma. As we speak, semi-chantroa. Yeah, a journalist wet your salt.
Okay.
So beside Seshi Akotombra. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Whether the hospital has been completed, you know, there or not. I can talk of such a Dumasi. Afram playing such a Dumasi.
Okay.
There's one day, MPP. You shall see from, you know, from start to finish. Tepa.
Yeah, Tepa.
Mm-hmm. So, off my head, I've mentioned about 3-4.
And I'm say a dance area.
Yes, I can pull it. Me phone so.
Okay.
Yes, you from scratch to finish. Yeah, can say Juma 20 under NPP, and this minus agenda 111. Agenda 111 so far. Your commission one.
Oh,
I started Juma. I think a chance also.
Okay.
I started Juma. By December, about 45 or 46. Beye Juma. And that is where the nurses, you know, are needed. And yes, sir, and I reach hospital and UGMC. Me say, Kwame Chromatic here. There is no single hospital. Mahama start here NDA. No single hospital.
UGMC.
Professor Milson start here.
Now, but I mean, so any
David. It is not a Mahama project. Let's get it clear.
He was vice president.
They have taken every glory of John Evans Atamils away and given it to John Dramani Mahama because he was a lazy president. He didn't do anything. There's no single legacy to John Dramani Mahama's name. Not a single legacy. Go and look at who commissioned, who cut short for the project to start. It was Atamils. Oh, yeah, Emma. Yedi, just say, ya papa ni di every bibia ho e da koshe John Dramani Mahama. So not a single project John Dramani Mahama can point and say, we a mimi legacy e Ghana. All other presidents, bet me, we remember them by their legacies. Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Nyamin Chadie, free SHS, he will be remembered for it. Agenda 111, he will be remembered for it. Even though Agenda 111, the idea came from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Kumewu Water Project.
Yes.
Kajetia Terminal. It's Mama.
Kajetia, as we speak, we have done the phase 2 of Kajetia, but we are not making noise about it. Make about hospital.
My house is here.
Say, yeah, other projects are what we have, done is far more on the scale of what the NDC did. Hospitals, airport, almost Terminal 3. MPP, Uko Kumasi, look at the scale of the Kumasi, international airport. Tamale, Beshe state of the art, terminal, IAC Ewo Tamale. So how does one person build just one terminal at Kotoka International Airport? Now, also on the Oya Ajenkwa, he's a nation's builder. Whilst Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo has built two international, standard, terminals in this country. Tamale, any Kumasi.
Kumasi di eno omo shasi o.
Maje bibiasi. Omo echo extended runway kakra. Eno mo jai. That was the only thing they did there. In fact, we have gone further to extend the runway and we have built the terminal. And they said like a bit Maka said, even huge in most of these hospitals you are talking about, they are Eurojet projects.
Yeah,
under President Kufuor.
I know. Is it Tamale or Bolga?
Yes.
And Sewa.
a lot, you know.
But I'm your phone. More kasa, moka MPP legacy. Ibu wakwa mudi frikofo, na mudi aba, nanado, na mudi aba besi. Sana ya na mudi ba. Eti obisu baka se atamils na ye ya. Mahama betwa so. Enti no onka se eye ne legacy.
Yeah, ba mu. UGMC na complete. They were not equipment. And they didn't have operational funds. And all that work was done by the NPP. It was operationalized under NPP. Yes. And I think we did the phase 2. Also. Yes. I said, they see buildings in a CEO. In the center of Mukasa, and you see UGMC. I said, now UGMC, Ayojuma, Sana, John Dramani, Mahame Fee. So that is not true. That is not accurate. That's false. And true. Almost see buildings, JS, MPP, and in fact, the buildings, we have to finish part of the buildings and put in the machines, the Arcadia, and found the operational money for the hospital to start. And then the other phase has also been done.
Operational money to kickstart it.
I cannot vouch. I cannot. The former president was so poor at leadership that I cannot vouch. Say under his leadership.
In what sense?
Every sense. Every sector. Yeah, we outperformed John Dramani Mahama. Every sector. Sports. Yeba.
One kai pokuyasi interchange se ni penso no.
John Dramani Mahama insa any pokwasi interchange. Me pacho.
But we secure scan to.
Secure bibia. The answers of parliament are clear. The answers of parliament are clear. Nanado Danko Kufado enoko pesika edibaye. I think it was from Korea. Or so. Inti nisa any design from the design to sourcing of the fund. Nina Nanado Danko Akufado. John Dramani Mahama any Sabia ewo.
But I heard the narrative say omo na ye 3 tier. Mobile na mo variety drawings no me ade na mo de call for.
NDC for Santa Ucho was we say omo serious. Omo ni vision. No problem, I don't know. Like
even the
Ghana for Betemia. NDC is not the option. Like any party, as I say, yeah, man, yourself crowd omunye bi. Omunye serious.
Sir,
it's too much of a joke.
Yeah, almost back can say. We have far economy now. Baby, I'm far dollar free. Baby, I'm $1 abewie fuel. Net that say number ya say.
Yes.
It almost you poorly manage the economy. Yeah, what is answer?
Oh, yeah, I've heard them. And of course, we don't take only credit. We take criticisms as well. Baby, I yet to sing. We admit. Vice President Kasa Anano, in his press engagement, he admitted. So, of course, if you ask Kwame Nkrumah say, what to Kwampa? Just tell me one country in the world. Bibia bo enkosoro. Just one.
Now no Israel meto insu bottle we say $3. One bottle.
Now that can be so almost say a year ago na you saying you would have seen thank you. On mine bia ewo ewiase ha aturenchem atono on mine bia. But of course, here in Ghana, it has touched us too. And that's why we need a more competent leadership to navigate our way out of the wilderness. John Dramani Mahama, he didn't deal with, factors that, affect the entire world, exogenous factors. A pandemic in the proportion of COVID. I shut it down. If you economy be a etino, be a lockdown. Production went to zero. Economies went down. No, NDC never went through that. But Nanado Danko Ekufado, Dr. Mahmoud Baum, on my fame, A whole year, economies were down. Of course, we are feeling it. But it will take leadership to get us out. Inflation echoes all the way to about 54%. And then you can say 20%. Dollar still was and which are the dollar politics in the world, you would understand what is going on. The rate between America and China and so on and so forth. At the point, China echo devalue currency, the renminbi.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Because they realized that the Americans were becoming notorious for, the problems that were happening, and that it was going to weaken their economy. So they went and devalued the renminbi to make their exports competitive. On Europe, their currency depreciated, the pound depreciated, the euro depreciated. Every single currency in this world has depreciated. Yeah, you see this is so form, and that's why we have seen say dollar CD relationship, at senior ST. But Nyamencha dear, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Eddie Adjunfo Furaba said, look, the over-reliance on the dollar for transaction is what is giving us problems. And it's let's find a different way to trade. We have gold. Gold to say a currency. Until you come and trade with us, you bring your dollar, we'll trade with you in gold. We hold the strength of our CD. And no. Simple as that. What follow Russian politics, Kakra? Why is Russia so strong in the midst of all the sanctions?
Because our economy is strong.
Good. The thing Russia has done is that you cannot trade with Russia with any other currency than the ruble. Simple.
No. The currency, no.
It is so over talk Russian oil. Say na ubenya ruble bia na wabetu omokano omdemo fa ho.
And natural gas no omne bebre.
Omne won bebre.
Europe.
Yes. Europe is omonpeo obeto ama China. China better, Iran better, North Korea better. So they have trading partners and they take it in the ruble. That's exactly the direction Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is taking us. Let's maintain the strength of our own currency. That's all. Until you bring your currency, your dollar, we'll trade with you in gold. We'll use gold and stabilize our simple. Wait, this kind of solution, I was expecting that.
But say it's a scam. You probe into do this gold for oil.
Over here.
About the dear buyer.
Only buying the bill.
Well, say I'm a monkey car. I say, Chinchina kind, Monfamano, and the idea.
And you say, I am from Manu. Ghana for and Trabamano.
Oh, okay.
Now you mamu. Because he says we have short memory. No, we don't have short memories. You have to about 8 years, just 8 years ago, and I to about we know how bad a leader he was. The most corrupt Ghana has ever produced. From vice president, and a Katashishe.
But Bibia, a crown number somebody Airbus scandal. She's a crown court, no court in because ni for mubia.
Crown court and Kasa. A deferred judgment, a deferred prosecution. Omanka said they are going into the details of it and make a criminal, case out of it. A deferred prosecution. Into that, and that is why I think that the OSP didn't do us any good. Should have gone into the details of the matter. Sir. Not just what the Crown Court has said. The Crown Court was clear that government official one interfered in the transaction or any personal emails. Now, we Airbus fear Ford and the obit me in Whitfield.
Oh, Ford in the it has been dealt with.
It has not been dealt with. Or Jana Wanje.
No, or J.
It's okay. No. No explanation. No explanation. Or J. Ukai Amajaro. The Cotton Amajaro case.
Oh, no, sir, now it was shrouded in suspicion.
Say John Dramani man. Me, I followed him for a very long time. Ghana Bakosem, I have a very strong recollection of our politics. Me, I don't forget things. Oh, he right from the word go. Oye vice president, he was corrupt. That is why my missy form. That is why on one boss, John Atta Mills, commissioned 3 members, to investigate him. On one, I can send me vice president, or a bad boy, or a corrupt.
Oh, Ankasa.
Oh, okay.
Sir, or a bad boy, or a corrupt.
Yes. Wow. Also go investigate him because this man is say Onkoto aeroplanes Brazil no. Or no Canada. It was on the basis that the investigation was launched into his conduct. See, my kata home. Yeah. See, we play around these issues. Some of these dangerous people assume the realms of leadership, then they start misbehaving. Until all say, sir, sir, offer and who did, John Mohammed, at a miss who investigation one to us. Why investigation echo form. After that, he continued as government official one.
Baby, I make Kabani say. Not until the court of competent jurisdiction. Ebua will be said, Wafa we ampa, Wafa, ye bo kwa do say why no. What do you mean can say the Pakoni corrupt?
The court doesn't need to come and say, oh, yeah, chow. Ujiska and Sana. Ye JD say we are corrupt. But we need and the say we are corrupt. Yes. And that's why we have challenged Obia over Ewiasi. Say one single evidence. Say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia corrupt with the Fabra. Baby will be if I want mass cry. We'll send an aircraft to you in mass. Come down and tell us and come and give that allegation. Just one allegation, just one. Against Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. He's not a vice president. He's not in a position of authority. Say if he wants, he can also be corrupt. He can also be as by heart as John Dramani was when he was in the seat. But he's been careful. Oh, sir.
By heart, why?
Okay.
Let us be so decorous. Why, Marty?
Oh, so subain, subain, and that is why near Yakoto Abamani Biano. So any buying at the saying, a bet mean the Ghana Jeopardy action and sa. Yeah, would he hold it in trust with sincerity between Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and John Dramani Mahama? The question posed, Baumia is clean. John is not. Yeah, one of the last actions John Dramani Mahama took as president was to sign, percentage of Nyinanyini off to his brother.
To a company.
Maybe his brother.
Company.
His brother.
Company.
He owns the company.
But
MPP buyer no. Yes, they be. We don't agree. Say nipa ba ko befa such a percentage home. Until let's leverage it.
And now, Muslim buyer na Muslim dia Japadi aba.
Japadi be any bibia.
Osabukuno.
Nonsense.
How?
Oh, I'm telling you.
Kodia, can you remember be reading out ni na no? Abem, it hasn't executed.
Look, there's nothing that has been executed. Nothing.
Where do you
books, I've read about 3 different versions of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
BBC are normal edit it, and based on Nkomodie. Then they go and edit. Let me give you a very classical example. Your Osafo Mafo Ba ascending the Director Generalship of SNIT. Yeba Abemu. There was a tussle between Osafo Mafo's son and Dr. Oting Ofori. Okay? Dr. Oting Ofori was then working with the vice president. So it was obvious that he was pushed by the vice president. Then Osafo Mafo's son also was pushed by the very venerable Osafo Mafo. At the end of the day, there was, this agreement. Say, look, the president was quite categoric in this matter. I mean, this is the vice president wanting something. You are my advisor. You are my senior minister. I think that the vice president is ahead. Into Yemfama Dr. Ofori, let your son become the deputy director general. Anytime, because we're looking at the age of Dr. Tinkrao, we knew that at a point in time he will pass the age. So it was obvious who was going to accept become the next director general. The guy qualifies. They be.
Now, Mama Ibrahim no qualify.
No. It's a different case. Where
okay.
A good year sem.
Okay.
But we are talking of service. So there are two different scenarios.
Okay.
Two different scenarios. You understand the point? And a lot of the things that have happened, you didn't need rocket science to tell you that GN was going to collapse. No BBA branches as a tomato shop. GN Bank.
Group Indum.
Yes, Group Indum. No BBA branches as a tomato shop.
Oh, but he was expanding.
He was not expanding. Look, this country, people do things and yes, so problem problem bar. Now we turn the whole issue up on its head and refuse to deal with the root cause. Look, banking, is a very sensitive area. Who could be a branch, even your operational cost, you cannot recover it. How are you going to sustain the bank? Say, who be a bank? Kwame Nkrumah say, who be a bank? Now, what Jenny say, who be a branch of your political party? Then you are misguided.
At the end of the next say a branch of.
Now, Dr. Indum Ayan campaign, most of his branches were his offices.
Okay.
Yes. And I didn't go, how do you go and open a branch where there is no economic activity?
But
so your operational cost, how are you going to recover it? But what's an emotional blackmail campaign? And I just shake my head. On my way, yes, too much. Yes.
And for you, I say banks na mugu no. Now you bet me the 9 billion Ghana cedis. Aye, but I must spend at the end of the day more than $20-something million, and I'm doing collapsing. No, yeah, cause nipa friend the minister. Akoyi sika 700 million. Say you friend Pierre one more sika kodidi.
At the point, we discuss ye because that intervention has already been tried. And in fact, distinguished speaker series.
Yeah.
Dr. Baumia, I think last lecture, or predicted said 6 banks were at the verge of collapse. 6. In 2016, at that point, those banks, they were gone. Now, what do you do? Say we are responsible, Abaya. Would you come in, to save the situation, and now na bibia akọ down the drain? This government took the decision. Say, yanko saw the investors, the depositors, asini, so that omo share omo investment. Because imagine if 4 million people had lost their investment, the entire banking sector would have collapsed. Because banking sector, and then also banking sector, and you have confidence. Confidence. Say, midimisika ekoto banka, 10 bia mi here, me kwa de be mame. If people lose the confidence, or the nisika besha in passe, that is why it was important. So we would do everything possible to save the customers. Say Nkrofo, Ejuma SAE and all that. But don't forget, say these banks did not, we did not just, collapse them. We put them under receivership into one single bank called the Consolidated Bank. In the Ghana, Consolidated Bank is one of the strongest banks in this country. Consolidated Bank. So yes, some of the decisions, which are there, but that's the hard bullet you need to bite. Because America, after the credit crunch, this same thing. So Wells Fargo and some of the banks, yes.
Yeah, Wells Fargo.
Yes.
Chase Bank.
Chase and Co.
After
the credit crunch,
Bank of New York.
The Bank of New York, Bank of America, where Boache Jakun used to be. The American government had to take a very strong stance on it. So, but some of these decisions are inevitable. And me, I sympathize with Mia Omo, Ejuma Essay and all that. By the grace of God, say economy
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say Oba. Sa banks no mugugu without justification, he will bring them back.
Yet again, that's a very reckless comment from a former president because any woman licenses. A Bank of Ghana and my licenses.
Sir, in consultation with the Bank of Ghana, I resuscitate.
So you can't just make a blanket statement. So I say, the collapsed banks, when I come, I'll restore their licenses. One, most of them had corporate governance issues. I'm sure winning.
Yeah, no.
Corporate governance issue was one of the biggest problems. How they were running the banks.
Because
they became oligarchs. So
we had
Arabian kings in this country.
Yeah, we had a situation. They share the composition of the board of certain banks are defunct now. But just a board chairman had nothing or little
about banking,
about our corporate governance.
Nothing.
Yeah, I know.
So, but wait, you boy, on my phone, still,
but we could restructure it.
And the restructuring is putting it under receivership was part of the restructuring. Yes, sir. If you go and put money into the same entities, they will come back with the same attitude.
But maybe question be, amount for say, cost of living.
Yeah.
More day pay bibi a area for the big so atoaba. Na how kwambe na momo manifesto yi ebe kiyo sadian.
We kasa at length afa cost of living home. Say no pre cost of living akosoro nyama bu akosoro. Kwa me ntuma ke meto fuel. Meto aduane. Me favorite fufu joints ewo kroma hapa o me di fufu pa. So all the ordinary things obi aye no me yebi. Inti minim nia ekoso nyama bo akosoro. And ye di nchichiremu abe ma Ghana for nenti ahokyere no aba nyama bo akosoro. One ebi $1 say na meka earlier no wa wejetum say we call Israel, this was the situation. Baby anyama bo akosoro. Ghana economy krabeto krabeton ye kranyama
volume of imports no.
Yes. We are a commercial economy. We are an economy of commerce. We buy and sell. Into baby ye toye nyama no. Say eba honomo ebono kosoro a eba so ebono bekosoro. So ama cost of living no akosoro kakra. We admit to it. But I am also saying that who would you rather trust? Obia in the midst of difficulties, which time COVID by you BND aban etua ejumafo lies insure bibia esiso even in the midst of the global pandemic aban we etimi eso or my way asene. Who would you trust say obetimi ayejuma ama how any side of bread aye from sisian akofom John Dramani Mahama won husuna na he cannot be the achenkwa. He cannot be onisa nimdie no onim kwan a obefa so na the reprieve ahonto a ye pe no or the bebre yen mamika we emfa entwa to nia NDC for riding on and one say Ghana for buofu inti ombeto abama yen. But I want to assure the Ghanaian people ye emfa ebufu enkoto aba. Yemfa ebufu enkoto aba. And mama mfa ebufu enkoto aba. I can assure the Ghanaian people that the NPP is far better in terms of managing your money than the NDC. And voting for the NDC, it won't take long before the Ghanaian people will start regretting it. Inti yemma MPP akonya. And I think, Makan and Prem this 8 years in, 8 years out, and boa my way. 8 years na yede ebufu akoto abatia
udi bia 8 years na akono obi so abedi bi
enye didie eyesom.
Okay,
enye didie eyesom. And that's the notion we should begin to let our people understand. Enye didie eyesom.
Mami musa de bi so wutie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yi a oso about 3 months no 3 months edi animu no niema bi say economy no niema bi say when education ni ade no he call for stakeholders meeting na experts na ba na de adwene fa say okay yenye ni say then we put it into one literature of governance ni ade fe ye de kwenim it was saying
Dr. Baumia said to lead is to solve. Okay. To lead is to solve. Now, what I say we lead, we need me away. Microphone a better senior. To lead is to solve. You must come in with an overwhelming understanding of the problem and how to deal with it. I don't take away anything from dialogue. It's good. And Ghana for. We are listening to the Ghanaian people. Inti conversations are costing with him. Nia ye case here. Uko dialogue the same things enombeka and nyama boa kosoro. Adentia ama nyama boa kosoro the same reasons na yebema. But Dr. Mahmoud Baumia the policies to just say me 1 2 3 the aba Ghana for teach you pa airport. Near the problems, most of the problems are faces here airport. Odi nyama ba ebuon ewosoro. Into Dr. Mahmoud Baumia say, let's benchmark it against near Togo. So our import regime, no, import duty shouldn't be higher than Togo, either the same or less. So the volumes of import in Ghana, and also no ebema nyama buo, akofom. Another thing, there should be predictability. As far as import is concerned, obi ecotok container 40-footer container on say bagana obetua be 20,000 ebedru Ghana say they be 30,000 hardwin inti Dr. Baumia say all that let's simplify it and bring a very simple regime on our import sector so that there's predictability. Say 20,000 and obetua obedru her 20,000 and also your port young charging in cities and not dollars. What does you say? Matches when you will realize that imports would fall.
Sure,
imports will come down, and imports bafoma nyama buoso ebe bafom because say you can earlier no you can't be there or my ha. And he say nyama buo eko from import duty eko from pe yet we benchmark it to Togo Diana. Things would come, to a very appreciable, fall to a very appreciable level. So these are practical solutions. Dr. Baumia Ediato Kwemu. John Dramani Mahama has.
But I also make demo regime. Port no so no
what a paperless port system. And you see the port, and we have changed the turnaround time. The turnaround time in the port used to be about a week or so. In the Oko port, sometimes even these days within 24 hours, meet Maclay Unyama from port. These days, maximum it will take you is about 2 days or so. Now Maclay Bibia Efio because of the simplified paperless system. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, Eddie Baye. Even with that one, people were fighting against it. What I say, but we need to simplify it more So one-time destination inspection and all that. So a lot of things will change at the port. I know there he's very clear about it.
He says, John Dramani Mahama Abeka, under the 24-hour economy, no port. Who said back one a high port for it? They say you're about 5 or my pound. Bona nema ekodemo original de ade ye de beba nti ubetimi ayi uni makura na do 2 na ko to ease the stress of clearing your enema.
24-hour policy any say our new formula 133 any day home dia ban is the most senseless policy I've heard.
Oh no, kase bia no omunya adwen senseless say
meba let me explain to you why it is senseless. Ade no omo ano omuntimi emma nchichiremu emfa ho 24-hour economy. If there's sense in it, they will explain it to you.
Ma me nchire de omo abechiremu ha me omodi nkomai.
Me I said okay with the catch me no mark.
Baby to say Kantamanto. The entire market ne pon to do the entire market ne pon Kumasi Jake the entire market ne pon 1. Be a lighting system or 2 security. Aban be fa security officers ampon be fa 25,000. Enti anumra no a we ya pon no another batch ebeba be digwa. Me no me kwa me nsuro because security wo ho. Me konso na we no apon ko na foforo aba wo musu digwa. A wo motonton niema me force amenya me pabo amenya me eno ho. Secondly, banks no ebe ye dwuma. Afei passport office be a me passport there to come next week. But na in backlog no so. Eti we no upon no we no beba the printing, the processing, any other. Last one. The namusu muntiasi saying night clubs no near the idea no. One will say nipa do baby we depressed no near the idea. Enti say we no kwa me ma pon adwuma no. Me be fie be dware a I can go to the nightclub and then Mr. Pemel. Air condition. If I say obi or shop or repair air condition. The entire or to shop muno. Say. And I will be a frame. But under the 24-hour economy, no, the shop will be there. Obefa nipa akana ho. Enti so ono akoda kra na there will be another person and adwono so air condition say ya. Obefa phone afre no me da hyew mu bra and adwono 11 12 1 no obeye no ko. Oh.
Oh the o ba ji je mi la me show me o se wa no wo sere
me say me ni abre
cause wa no ade na bronzo
there be you
a bronzo and this is why it is a very senseless policy. There should be clarity as far as policy is concerned. No ifs and buts. It's a flat rate. Everybody understands what a flat rate policy is. No ambiguity. You see, free SHS, everybody understands what free SHS is. You see, paperless portal, everybody understands what a paperless port is. You see, national identification, everybody understands what national identification is. And I'm a boy. 24-hour economy, the Obi Antiasi. Obi say, you can yai or sono, any jata, now you the plane, the Adriani Akoma. Now Obi say, I said in Ketia, one national chairman, me offer, say, the lights, bebo wufum, and I joke now what me, Uncle Fum, Uncle Dot. Metier Felix of Wosukwachi or say Anajo watch it na 2 a.m., 3 a.m. na chop bar so a Juma and so on and so forth. Different. And I know latest even the presidential candidate is confused. He doesn't have one, definite response, explanation to the 24-hour economy. And nkrofo mo nimdie e dia to NDC for him say 24-hour economy enye policy o enye policy. It is supposed to be the byproduct of how your economy is working or how your system is working. But let me give them some education already. Okay? health sector, they work 24 hours a day. The security,
but not all
24
of them.
hours. Health sector, all of
Not-
them. Nurses running shift, doctors running shift, 3 shifts. The morning, afternoon, and the evening. So, Bibia, Ekwanso already, it's happening. Police for the same thing. Now, Kwame Nkrumah here. Only say we call London, even in America, after midnight, the train system shut down.
12 o'clock.
Yes.
US, 12 o'clock.
Yes, even UK.
UK, sir, yeah.
Yeah, the train systems, they shut down. The transport system, when say they shut down.
Yeah, including, and I know me free Westminster, me for cruise now, me they call O2. Ti, me yeah, no, some kuta Oyster card, no.
Yes.
Ti, what is a swap here now?
No.
Ti, oh, no, and I got back, catch him say, Masa, why, yen temwa. The last, cruise na airban. Ever said my back Westminster back, no. We acquire MB.
Yes, and they start working at 5.
But I almost say be a better just start it. I'm on military. Almost.
We call State Department in America by 5. They have closed work.
Yeah. On my phone.
Into court. Obey me court 3 a.m. Not judge to Eddie.
Odi abewo. Enie.
Na court, na judge 3 a.m.
I'm so odi abewo no. Say ye wo cases a go court.
Judge 3 a.m. Odi obi asem.
88.
So me catch you say senseless. It is senseless.
Trouble. 8 o'clock. Judge ni betrem wadia manabo 2. 2 no another judge will come. Now wadia manabo 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wadia manabo 8. It ever say ye be hu me one tina ebo 9 another judge will come. Now will dispense with other cases.
So police for beko Instagram 12 and 1 a.m. normal ke yi obia ye could
yes.
No omodinaba 2 a.m. na judge na abet na 2 a.m. so obia edano
lawyers will work it will chamber no what case in one nsem.
Let's be serious in this country. Let's stop the joke.
What case in one nsem. What sign what other lawyers say okay we no eba so enumere 9
na area say how na what is say e because of that.
He said a novelty we can start here.
Let's stop the joke. Let's go to something serious. Let's stop the joke and let's go to something serious.
Oh.
Kwame Nkrumah is here. Now come can say 24-hour economy crano. It is a way to create new jobs. I don't know. We can have a conversation on it.
Okay,
jobs.
now more.
But you're telling us the existing jobs, would they over be breaking into 3? Are you serious?
Okay, maybe.
Look, the young people in this country, they are looking for opportunities. Me too quite pa. I go around the country all the time, and I meet able-bodied young men and women. Omo pay jumayo omo nya. Abaywe, the track record of Abaywe, verifiable evidence. We enyamina meka. Minya penny. You have the pedigree to verify. Here, NPP has created 2.1 million jobs, but a drop in the ocean. Which the available workforce in this country, as far as young people are concerned, we are about 17 million. About 17 million workforce. Out of 17 million, I think just about 8 million thereabouts, and engaged. The rest in 80. And also the rate at which we are churning out graduates from the tertiary institutions, so akosoro. And he said, we obia how we are going to open up the economy and create new opportunities. Then I'm sorry. We're not joking. Dr. Mahmoud Baomi
bold solutions for jobs and business.
Yes.
Me commercial break ba. Me ba me no be ba na fe ya devil into bold solutions for jobs and businesses. Say NDC de no nya mo de no kwan be na mo be fa so. Ye mo so adofo ye ni Owura Mustafa Salam Mustafa we National Youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party. Ena yene no AD enkomo. Yahum so ne yamra.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Kwame, me ya umwao. Me ba penyi no kane no animade pa. Na so nan se boa no obon. Me dwene ho amenti ase.
Na so we dey simple gra. Fanuko White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Na yen checking anima no.
Oh, jai samani abrewate. Me ba bona me ka asma chwas me faniko Eye Care clinic.
Na wonnim se enkwada bi wono mo a. Wode sua enko yie nyina no efi wani. Akwada bi wo a abra teacher ni kira de no. Won hu ade ni yi. So wote anima na so wote akire. Eba ne sa. Fanabra White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Nye nhwehwemu mfa na ni no. Oha bia entam so bewe na esia no ama no.
Ayampa o. Na sekro ne yade no eba emonka ye. Wadwe o se bibia ye fine. Wo be ko na bibia ka echi na wani sei. Na sekro masate se wono momoja broso na esiche yade no. Aya na momoni yade pa.
Sapepepe. Onipa bia kra no afimu wan kwa check up awani ho kra no. Enye mprenu. White Stone Dental and Eye Clinic say fa wonu wabusu nyina. Ebra na yenye nhwehwemu emfa mani ene mo se ho. Oha bia no ye behwe na esia no e de amamo. Ye wo abafu nfidie ultra modern diagnostic machines ahodo a ye de ye sa nhwehmu no. Ye dwuma efo nso de. Wani wote enti ba ye beje o fel so. White Stone Dental and Eye Care e wo East Legon. Ye be MTN office kese no. Free was 024 225 1983 and 024 045 2992. White Stone Dental and Eye Care. Wenni Eno Kania.
Can't wait till he sell the more money Promotional.
Obia pesika na so dia pa na pesika sika bebre for hondom tell sell more money promo na disika na send disika bebre for hu chimu bi e free ni obeya ne say load credit and data nenya konya di 1 million Ghana cedis me chere sika pudu na nkasa de bia ne na wohwe bia ye be cheska na gonin kwawie ye no na ya che 3 million Ghana cedis ensna ho dial star 500 hash and send win call 500 and for tell play up no so na for hu chimu and do reload no na do hu jina yi ne watimi disika wa Telecel more money promo ni swallow di disika millionaire.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Mr. Shaika crack down Sandra to we any lama on Kwan Caritas lottery platform no so.
The luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah, the luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah. Doctors, nurses, barbers, drivers, bosses, friends, teachers, bankers. You could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest. East, west, north, south, you could be the luckiest. You could be the luckiest. Let's go. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah, the luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone. Yeah. Doctors, nurses, barbers, drivers, bosses, friends, teachers, bankers. The luckiest. You could be the luckiest.
Okay. So in your bush for that so at your jam yani owura Salam Mustafa we national youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party and yene no eti edwaso etwetwe enkomo yi na frewunua na ontie bi afei ye bebo awura eye manifesto ni mu na yahwe enema ahodo a ewom ye wura mu dadade nanso ne ye ba behwe bold solutions for jobs and businesses wakabi support de flat rate tax omutua no na de kan nyina tax amnesty kan nyina na ye be kwaba na mom end point homeopathic clinic Dr. Dwoodwoo atense say yare bi a wo yare enema bi dinam wo body ni mu wo so ade ma won say wo so wa chiri bremu ye wo ya me ka spine no afei wo hepatitis infertility in men and women ni nyina no bra end point homeopathic clinic na Dr. Dwoodwoo aten etu yare na say emfama yare bi a ye ni yare eye pains bi na wo te no wo body mu ana say sciatica yare bibia ulcer hepatitis epilepsy etware yare diabetes ni nyina wotu ase na wo ba na so e wa de oye nie wo de afidie sus na afidie na che ba bia problem no wo afidie no betwa duro de ama wonuma na ekọ obi mfa na yare ma end point wo particular kisa fa yare no sansa na chi e makwa na wo ba o ma homeopathy nro any side effect no they saw yare now modern machines ya ebe check wo ansan no de homeopathy no any side effect in the amount. End Point Homeopathic Clinic was Pinterest Road Shell signboard Accra. We'll be able to content to do a Ferrajan Shako straight to Apology Gardens. Follow sign to the clinic. Kumasi branch, Kroma Boy here. Angel Education School, Chipe, Takradi branch or Anaja Police Station, Chipe. We'll be a big Wabuno Techima Hayinsa, one in Jasbo filling station here opposite. The Patro Fred number Dr. Dubating, Wabamo 30 minutes. Yeah, Muni Ebreneso and Famami Pa 30 minutes. Muni Breneso and Famami 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 0244 86 70 68 End Point Homeopathic Clinic Dr. Dubuatin Fenicisia Medin Sampa Efi Core Research and Manufacturing Company Limited Nebra Wano Pay 2016 and now the core Mr. Baye Ghana for G2 Mupa and we and almost had the core plus Mr. Ebai and on the TT immune system no pejano nti Arabia ebeba oswan enka ebedi ebe basit na wo mu no na core plus Mr. no a boost immune system no ama immune system no ene na DSC na say the almost the core MT mixture core MT mixture pacho e malaria duro tatahwe na e nim tree ya and what we trim near man na odi aye na eni ye fit to say e colorless na nim tree no e boa pa mo se kane no se malaria na tree di bo bi a nim tree ya ibugu ade mu ne de ho atum ne de pun se de na duro aba ye num na ye de treat malaria na mum ya ye test ansana wanum core MT mixture and sana wanum core MT mixture etu malaria ni nyina e de every ho biacho oba wanyim opemfo manum bi wo ma akwara no fo a manum bi akwara wanya 12 years no so e man bi remember say obeye malaria test and sana wanum core MT mixture your number ni 0244 72 66 11 0244 72 66 11 and 0591 56 57 78 0591 56 57 78 core MT mixture a malaria do tatafi we yen samra so na yene yewura Salam Mustafa, National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party, and Santua and Commonwealth. Demom, Jumadi Opeso send a text message and a WhatsApp and through. Send the call 0208 772 772 0208 772 772 0208 772 772. Uncle Mustafa, you are Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party. Selfless leadership, bold solutions for jobs and business. Now, what the can be? Now, any day about it.
Baumia means business. Baumia means jobs. Adia ye na ne fara by anything. Say obeboa wo man. Especially bebuno. Ne ye hia pa any juma. Ankran so there. Say na obehye mo business kina. Ena you know omo hwe akwan say obeyama omo. MPP so there. Obia enim ye philosophy and ye ideology. Say ye you know center right party conservatives who believe in you know the right to own property and also in private business. In line with young ideology and philosophy as a party. Into we share your first administration under President Kufuor, OD president from 2001 to 2009, or declare the golden age of business. You know, Ebwa Ghana business is bebre. Eddie Mchishefu you know, Ebaye to you know empower the business sector. So twaso with such share yedbeboa ankran crying and you know the entire business community. We share jobs. Adetitu Ghana ye here. Especially how to empower the youth of Ghana. Ejuma. The plan is to ensure, say, the private sector is able to create enough jobs to attract, employment, from most of our young people who are on the streets looking for jobs to do. Chichupa say over mining sector. The dream for Dr. Baumia Ediba say yes, she share ye mining, sector no in a different way. A idea I abefu, completely different way. Quite strong so yedi empower the mining sector. We share nyame acha yade pa agudie nyame edi amayen. And how to use these resources to develop this country and a challenge over the years. And Dr. Baumia had new ideas eba senior Ghana for ebetimi iron mining in a way ebeboa Ghana for. Into we share the proposal or see let's create the mining development bank. Fund banker ebewo ama miners so that galamsey betimi etwase. Adena galamsey ewo ho one yenko for any capacity. Inti young Ghana for na yeko China ekopo investors say omombra na omombeto efidie excavators any the washers any the chemicals are odi galamsey no because we don't have the capacity. You need that kind of resources. But Dr. Baumia say eba ma sika adaho ama nkrofo omo mining no, especially mining sector no bebunu ena edoso bebunu ena edoso ewo mining sector is dominated by the young people. And if you have a dedicated fund sika ewo ho so that we do Ghana card echo the district mining committee side yebabete ahemfo so buying for
beginning mu ye bia ensiaga
the idea of community mining and a buy, and we have to go further to ensure say ahemfo eka ho and other stakeholders are part of the arrangement, and say yanyesa adie enye ye. So a new form, a new initiative, and Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Ediba, so that all these people know, Omubetna district mining committees, no so you bet me are improving upon the community mining, and also all shafts are already we can invest in them and get young people to go and continue the mining. But Sronko ewo hono say Ghana ni enko Chinese ni say brana me no me ena me di meni ko ba wo Chinese no wo ena wo di sika no eba be shem until at the end of the day no na o master keep percentage 30-40 60-40 and whatever percentage on be agree upon now on the business no. But with a different arrangement altogether, Ghana ni bet me asori akopeni sika na wato the machines with the Ghana card na wako register na ya pay baby e the amount na also wanya efidie na wo di akosi asase so na wo ye mining. But kwani kuma tikesi ade baako ye de beka ho any the necessary technology ebe chire baby gold no wo, so that we will not have this situation say obi best or a land maybe 1 acre land so na otutu baby say ohwe gold, because gold na say at the baby the specific place the concentration into say when to me who baby potie a good year no na with the machine ecosystem baby obe to bia no enkosiaga unye bibia efim into the machine the prospecting machine beka ho edia boa, so that you have exactitude in where to put your machines and mine. Inti we share mining sector na alone ejuma I babe create it is way out of our understanding ebebie akonya ne bebre because now we are coming to legalize we are coming to make it legal so that illegal mining no nyina be brase now enya no kwa o we are developing an integrated aluminium industry and also so no ebe fa nkrofo bebre ewo adwuma ye ka say Ghana ya discover lithium our central region honomo nyame cha there by 2025 no there na hihye nyina abem senior yebetimi extract lithium no and so ebe bie ndwuma bebre ediama bebunu no so we share MPP plan na more feasible and more realistic idea tangible ya chira industries baby a yebebie ndwuma no we share flagship policy one district one factory 2016 yebo hu dewro yeba abemu ye de sika eto ho for empowerment of the private sector in terms of this one district one factory initiative. You can say under MPP it may be over 100 new factories from beginning to commencement of work. Omoye juma omafa nkrofo over 100,000 omoye juma. Can you know that 100,000 we nyina omotifie but MPP policy nti omanye bibi
what are nkrofo tell some questions say. And your man, he says, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, ebe yakabe 3 months, or abamu, until Kemu be Bakukra or Wontumi, as Anwaba. Say out to some questions.
Oh, I met it. But a bill also here already. This issue of senior over reducing the cost of transport. Waka say the vision is to move towards electric buses. Say the electric buses number ebe reduce the cost of transport by about 50%.
And I mean, who sample be say what social media and
why jobs?
Yeah, and
I know why the age my case be 10,000 we in business and only support account but these electric vehicles here by December no now about 50 of them abedru Ghana on best start juma now obi who say nia ye kan nukre ade ba ko so Dr. Mahmoud Abo who do the credit scoring system or the Ghana credit scoring system ebe boy bebu pa it will help young people in fact ebe boy nyina because Ghana ha cash credit scoring a system amount credibility say obetimi abobusua
and as I say kwade say wo de ka wo bank bi na bi akọ bank A na akọ bank B say okọ busia omo verify from Bank of Ghana say unkoje busia o baby through your Ghana card.
You do that. So idea ya started until once they establish we obia we tria worker sika bia wo pay depending on your level of income no ya de be ma you see the problem are you on my ha any Africa in general bibia ye cash because to car this me kokru sika kese e ka no bo e ko tua hoka ana u be sit down this u bring moja mu asa na wetimi sit down u ko to phone this u kokru sika no now what time sika enya ko to phone
na say mo say phone 1 CD bosu mi do
maybe one can say 1 CD o si betua ho kakra say 1 CD 2 CD or ma kwan how to operationalize it. So he was explaining how the credit system works. Inti ukoji phone na ye till ba won who say ye till so that you still have disposable income. You see say your movie anko credit system ten bia be cash. Inti inne ukotua renta just u first scanning nyina asa na wokotua rent ana wo be sit down just o pay scanning nyina na wokoto car just o pay scanning nyina asa na wokoto car me wa aboche enya sa na tie aboche wo typical dealership na wakofo car na
abrofo kra no to carry cash so be to mbepinin
they suspect you.
Yes, because
they suspect you
as is one be scanning
free. they'll suspect you. In fact, in America, won't mean any transaction above $10,000.
No, never.
A cut $10,000. You be flag go.
Import 10,000. No. Me kai say me send this car. Emma will be for upkeep through Chase Bank. Now, when you say me send it, and guys can answer soon. Me send it $900, and I'm sending 500, and I'm sending another 500. When you say almost to scan so say me mama bank no and clear sa enu omo nkasa no omo nsa no matimi clear scan.
Absolutely.
Me call baby was it I think North Carolina. There is a town called Charlotte.
Yes.
Na person me talk car bi. And I go and say send a born am say okay. Met me akọ first car ba beto. Was it also bear there this kind of bank.
Bank. Yes.
Was me call and catch bank and
saying yes. Because obviously
and I say one so class me call me could just kind of bank or argue receipt back to that account. One, it's a sessikano. Me declare what bank was say a free ha. Yes, I am free me some more befa. I'm say me the real move from Ghana to the US. It's a same to declare.
It's to be declared.
I say
who kita this amount of money.
Me neighbor.
Won't mean first come cost her. There be a cashless system. Inti say inti me a movie system from this cash based.
I will say cashless. Brussels.
Yes.
Brussels hotel na me wono. Omunyi cash.
Cash.
We ye there one ye. Yes a card. We ye bibia omunyi.
Hey, me see recently
it will round sell the two of
because Frankfurt. We preman me kita me euros. Because I don't see the be. Omonje cash. Just a card. Nam so me card. At that no problem kakra. Inti be hwe me.
Ebi okwa na who's the US there.
So me frɛ obi. Madam for otiho. On obaye. Ebe transaction na man me. And I so me the pressure go me bank so to resolve the matter for me here. And sana I was able to get even with that I was still under a lot of pressure because now me get cash no. Inti say the kind of society we want to know, we may not really get it if we continue to deal with a cashless, with a cash society. That's why this scoring system, Dr. Baumia proposed, it's a very good policy. And also, say 2025, the credit scoring is going to be launched. I think in the next month or so, by October, they are launching the credit scoring system. Obetimi akọ bank na wakoje credit card so that bibia openo obetimi ato ahead of time. Hwe wokọ abochira woni say aduane enye problem ema wo mo. Because the credit card there, no matter what, aduane obenye bi ato. You see, and that's where we need to get to. Say basic necessities, people can have it, and the only way betimi aye any credit system. Hwe wokọ dwedifo yeko adwamu sesia ye maame nom omo ho, they are all credit worthy. The credit scoring, any credit system, but it's going to help a lot there. Any school nkwala ye nyina ye ejuma kakra so that credit card, say maybe at the end of the month you earn bare 5,000 because of your good credit, score into which may I spend it to about 10,000, about double of what you earn, and be paying small. These are the life-changing policies at MPP. And san aboche, nyama esikoso. Now aboche ye kano. Enya bibi na ama aboche ayo sonko. Yomo systems na anamebo. Systems. It's a systems. And the same systems, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, I bring moja mu wahano because who say ya nyama we nyina, the kind of society we want to know. Yeah, if you want to reduce cost of, doing business, even depreciation and so on and so forth. If you make it cashless, so it's a game changer as far as my concern. Or my way pa. It's policies in the bebre, and I can want some very clear, concise, precise. Where confusion be any home, catch students for say Ghana card. Now here na any Ghana card. What admission letter? Na wako students loan trust SLT. Na wako omema scan out your school fees. We confusion be any home as is here yedim whether private university second home, whether technical university second home. NDC for nkwana now academic facility user fee ASA. ASA.
Almost calculate around the
about 300 million.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
About 500 per person. It doesn't take away the
500, only 2,000.
If it's 2,000, it doesn't take away the cost from the person. Now, first year, second year, no.
Loan trust fund.
So at the end of the day, you are going back to the loan trust. It doesn't, cure the problem. Me fear, baby, I'm free. And you say, na ye wiska. Me go school. Me just need loan. Those days. Now he had 3 guarantors, and I'm a boy. Me GB. Me we school, and I'm in me sisters 3. And a guarantee mommy. Those days, now you didn't pass up any guarantees. Very difficult. MPP and a buyer, say you don't need to look for 3 guarantors to assess the student loan. In fact,
and that's it.
Yes. And then Ghana card, we a student for ID card, for Ghana card call annual admission, on betia school fees now. Who we school later, in life, no, we juma kakra no. Na, yetete swa, ye tre ewie amao. That is more realistic. Share, kwame kurwa, tikesi Minia. NDC, omo cancel teachers and nursing training allowance.
Oh, but I don't
Meba.
Okay.
This Joe, John Dramani Mahama, and then the running mate, Professor Jenana Opoku Ajiman, and no oye the education minister, John Dramani Mahama as president. Duo we are Grofomini we are and there omoye NDC ticket. No more you diffo pa.
Oh no. Let me patch you. What down, Mr. I've said it.
They were wicked to the Ghanaian.
Mr. Pacho. Why?
Oh,
yeah, you withdraw. What down?
They did not deal well with the Ghanaian people. Adentia, share nursing and training teachers allowance. Now 42 million a year. 72 million a year. And
but Joe, almost
72 million.
But almost say, one more by the status of tertiary institutions.
Mm-hmm.
For that matter, it's all a tertiary institution to say universities now. Okay. Then go back to the SNIT loan fund.
Mm-hmm.
But not
but it's always on better. And then has the policy changed?
No.
Or the principles have changed?
No.
They don't have principles at all. Principles that bend for parochial interests are not principles. They don't have principles. Mrs. 72 million, 72 million, how do you pay 300 million? Credibility anyhow. Sure, you are not comfortable with my word. Sure?
Yeah. I make you
without for 3 years. 3 years. Now no poku ajiman as education minister, teachers, or a draconian and a ferocious 3-month policy ebaye. We are 3 years, just 3 months. That's how unfair, atrocious these people were in office. And there,
have you taken the trouble to find out what really happened?
There is no justification for it. There is no reasonable justification for it. No reasonable justification.
Maybe our teachers were not at post.
Maybe almost see at that point. Omari nami nyina amanaka dompe. That was what they told us. That economy ne egu atetia pansan into Wontumi ntia. This same duo. Ghana for enhu suban. Get to know who they are. That these are people with no credibility, with no integrity, with no track record. On track record enye. And the Jena Nana Opoko Ajima chok kra for schools. Not a problem. Who as education minister. Now vice president obetimi ayeden.
My main first message we are out of phone be the aba. Where they also good morning kwame kumwetikese. The man in your studio is very far from the truth. Now Ivorian inflation is 2.3%. And he's happy Ghana is of 20%.
Because the Ivorians run a different economic system. They're on the safer. And there's a buffer from the central bank in France.
In France, yeah.
To sustain the
Francophone countries in the central bank. Central bank in
France.
France, yeah.
Yeah,
I say, will be the other buyer. I had the other way. I say, friend Adam, I say, I bought a brand new Mercedes-Benz 2024 because of my credit score, and I'm paying it in installment every month.
That's all. One cruise sika puduo uncle madila say jina na mameka debi enya sana ye no.
Okay.
In fact, I think in terms of mortgage, nobody can go and pay 100% for a mortgage in America. I think even in the West, Germany and Wontumi 100%.
And some 200% that take a water.
But they start digging your background.
They would not allow you to pay
like that.
100%.
Yes.
The interest thereof.
Yes.
And on a company also,
and they will investigate you. $100,000. Sir, we are doing.
But I mean, $100,000. $10,000.
Like I said, we know that after any transaction above $10,000, but they flag it. You know, the internal revenue will come in.
Yeah. Who sit down, my 6-story buildings here. They will come after me.
We are the SCFA. What do you do? What are your sources of income? Because they want to see everything online. Say, and that's how you check corruption. And that's what Dr. Baumia said about corruption. Say, you put light on it. When you digitalize your system, you find it difficult to be corrupt.
Sir, we are there's an increment a year of a year. Do you know what the bank does? Scan Korea, then they block it. Now, one more afraid member says, "Woman who sees Kawi."
Abba, what count?
Abaka salary no. Into one month to confirm it. This can happen.
Yes. Oh, you see, say if we don't begin to have these conversations in this country, and can credit and check Ghana for, we will not paint the true picture. Now, you're giant quasi-phobia. Sorry, sebi. Now, me a glass on kwa, that down crop. Oh, but we need to educate the people. The people need to have the understanding of how the systems work. And it's only when you do so, Honorable will say, end this in a hollow, empty.
Okay, then.
And that Dr. Baumia is far ahead of his time. Papa no na dream enim echen baby aye wo sesia. He's a visionary.
But how do you receive it? Abraham Crawford can say we're head of economic management team, and we are in this economic quagmire.
In fact, Sunday, and I know Okasa, I saw a man speak deeply from within him.
Sure.
Making admissions. Ordinarily, if you're not close to him, you won't know. Okay, I say, at a point, he lost sleep when he saw things crashing down. And that was true. Yeah. Okay, I say, we were at the verge of collapse as a country. One thing is here, not because of a vote, he will lie. But today, even the IMF has said Ghana is posting a very strong rebound. It has taken some management to do that. And in some of the policies, Onwa Dr. Baumia, Edibai, the gold for oil policy, I are starting a pilot in there. We are taking it into other sectors to ensure that we leverage on the gold to make a lot of our international payments. Your international reserves, Akosoro Kakra. Yes, for challenges and problems that we have encountered. And as head of the economic management team, he doesn't say that, look, I am not aware. He says that I am aware. But trust me, say, I will steer the ship out of the stormy waters for us to get to the promised land. That one have trust in me. Say, yetimi a movie inflation from 54% abba form. You have trust in me. Say, all the other indicators will begin to whip them down and give the Ghanaian people the ahunto, the reprieve that they are looking for. So I understand those making those comments, but he's not president yet, or a vice president, or a Abedichi, or president, or boss, or no vision, enku, in the boss. In fact, 2016, Nami Abedichi Edima Samuel Wuku. Today, Sena Samuel Wuku in Yama. It's not the same thing I'm doing my own. And apart we are meeting Kamala Harris, and apart we meeting CNN. Kamala Harris, Oye Abedichi Edema Joe Biden. When you listen to her, it tells you that she has her own vision, and she's making proposals. America for Etumana, she sees that this is how I want to run the country, which is a bit different from Senator Joe Biden. Even interfor, sometimes on my dream, enyokro, and I'm a more different.
Obedi message we have na mamen kenkan Kobe or say. I'm in the UK. I was coming to Ghana. I went to my bank to take just 5,000 pounds. The integration I went through, they even asked me if any of my family members had been kidnapped.
Yes, these are the realities. Oh, but Ghana, how which mean echo withdraw 1 million from counter and Oko. Yeah, let me go do $10,000. Nothing.
Say, I'm a Musco.
Your Muska. Have you noticed that Oko America? So look at $100 bill. Hey, Eddie, so we bet. Would better be $100 bill.
Me call Australia. And who's the Hanson $100 bills? No one abinya.
I had a chair. Benjamin. You may Benjamin. I chose it here.
And then we do Perth. Me for South Africa. And I try me a 12-hour journey. And you go see Perth, Australia. I feel na me be for across Sydney. Now me do ono. And I say skase na me oh.
Okay,
na yeah. $4,000, but my used to be, but they can mention them. Aquano no see me man and me here. Just a dear machine. Now say, Brian Crumberry.
Che. Enyesika. Enyesika. Che. A month for $80. I say Enyesika.
But Kowachi.
Yeah. But America, if I look at $100 bill. Eddie.
Or someone not running.
I don't want you winning. Just $100 bill. So it tells you the systems, and that's why a lot of the things, say intimate synchronizing a year, we will not get the benefit of the next chapter, the next level we want to go, and the leader we need to ensure say or signing dieno, obey Ghana ye, now. These systems are abroad Edia Yomu my year, yes, so yet Eddie Bay Ghana ye, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, because what Chester or signing Diano. John the man Mahamadi Asana show. He's just like the 1 minute man. Pretty your noko. There's nothing he can do to help this country.
Don't you think that Ghanaian Sir John fear delegates? He can pull a surprise.
And I make share. Follow the campaign trail. Maybe say nkrofo enya ntwe omadwen enkoso a metwe obia adwen akoso. Kwa me chromatic sie. the two presidential candidates, listen to them very well. Then you tell the miles of difference in this campaign. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia echo some mic mu ojina hono okasa. He speaks about the things he wants to do. Baby opposite or the Ghana ko. But would it say John Dramani Mahama? And he's going to lament. And yes, see, baby manifesto no. And obi at the press conference echo share the next day. Senior obi enti yasem. And electoral commission yenjo mundi and a security system. Lamentation. But we don't want a crybaby as a president.
But someone yadi, why yeah, Saturday now Sunday has missions and job.
Election strategy and a winning. A strategy and a winning election. So if you are smart enough to douse your campaign, it means that we are more intelligent than you. Why did they sit and wait for us to launch our manifesto first? Why? They could have also done it. So we have taught them that we are more intelligent than they are. That's all. A strategy ended the winning election. And already it was a useless manifesto. It was an empty manifesto.
Please. Useless.
Okay, empty manifesto. Empty manifesto. Bibi anymore already. And I said next time no. What chiramo adwen. Sana December 7th. You be woman.
But it will be free and fair election.
Free and fair election.
Okay.
Free and fair. Free and fair election. And we are going to win it. Hands down.
Okay.
First round victory.
Okay. Now, yadi enko no ebe abusuafo ye ne Yewa Salam Mustafa, National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party na Edi Nkomo. Yadi enko no be wiye. Mamintie your appeal to Ghanaians as the National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party. Ebra abato enche na yekwe.
Medasi pa. Pese me da Ghana fo ase. Ghana asundwe man, ye pe asundwe. And me ogidie pa se abato we ye be wi asundwe mu. Kasa de ni nyina and hey den no nyina. Ye be wi na ye de enimonyam ahwede. Ebe ko ewie na mentimi bi ana mentimi ho asem bi ensi. That's my first clarion call to the Ghanaian people. Secondly, ukoto aba bisa won say me to me ma ba e de ma hwanya. Ni su ene ne ban etisen. O ahombrase a Ghana for ekasa obetie asompamu ana. Na panyufo menu a titiru pa omye edikanfo no. Why ena woto abama na ebeye yie. Obi say na John Dramani Mahama ono a wedi president da. Promises 60 ministers. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia oye vice president here. Otu Frankama MPP also on the 50 ministers. It tells you say bako serious chain bako. Mo share your policies. Ni ayede tudwa. Any the NDC ayede tudwa. Your policies a simple, clear cut, straightforward. NDC for policy. Ni 3 any ni 9. Omo explanisa obi anti. That's why I keep saying the most empty set of policies I've heard. This current NDC for policies, empty and nonsensical. So ball no ever Ghana for chain. Me ba be so much.
What's that nonsensical?
Oh. Now me person make the senseless no.
And empty.
Okay, empty.
Because I wouldn't like it so bisu be because most of the
so empty.
Yeah, okay, Mati.
Empty. Into me say Ghana for before the ebi wo ho. Enye nyamani na senior Ghana for pen no na yaye. But yaye bi. Omo hwe ye dwuma. Yaye. No mo to aba no ema ye biom. We don't take the trust and the confidence of the Ghanaian people for granted. No, we don't. That's why they should take it from me. And it's not Moshe Ejuma Yetimiaye. As a government, we have paid a lot of attention to the things that matter to the Ghanaian people. The economic challenges that we are facing now, we will face it head on because yen no a kayen be. And together we will build a very strong society, nation for us all as Ghanaians, and especially Bebuno. And I have every trust and confidence in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Say he would be the leader that would take Ghana to the promised land. Yeah, Moses, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Only the bedroom Canaan, no, Nyamidimo. But at the end of the day, we will respect the will of the Ghanaian people. But let me also say it and repeat with all the strength in me that there's no single party that has the power to force the NPP into a defeat. No party has it. And that every vote, we will defend it with the last drop of blood in us. That one we will do. But for the Ghanaian people, we give them the best of our assurances. Say, Yebeye Juma ama Ghana fo. Anya omofa ho. Eni omahoto.
Meda se pa yeni Orua Salam.
Yeah, mpacho mami 1 minute bi na.
Okay.
Ndra mi hu press release bi every fifi kwete nchen. You know, Odi Sumbo member of parliament for Ebuakwa Sarfo, Honorable Samuel Atachia. I want to say, as a national youth organizer, said the entire MPP is behind Samuel Atachia.
But the comments were quite unsavory.
No, they were savory. They were very savory.
Mr.
The national chairman of the NDC, Miami Wafa Sedu Nketia, called Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a liar and went further to suggest that he's an idiot. Fifi Kwete did not say anything.
Idiot or no kind of way?
Yes. His interview with Evans Mensah of Joe FM.
But Sebia, because Uchan Tra, and no need.
Oh, it's complimentary? Then a drunkard is also complimentary.
No,
yes.
They're not complimentary.
For us, it is. Until we support someone Atachia, and no apology will be given to the NDC. Say, I almost say, Kasakwa, Kasafi, Omonkwa, and then they are dealing with a new MPP they don't understand. There will not be any apology to the NDC and John Dramani Mahama. This accusation of a drunkard, it did not come from the MPP. It came from Kwabena Dwoodwoo. Or not, or can I say?
Kwabena Dwoodwoo.
Yes, Kwabena Dwoodwoo. Honestly, John Mahama or Rinsa.
Me who's highlighted. Now let it
very good. And young and a kaye. And yes, someone attach a mensa and someone attach and a kaye. So why would you issue a statement? And to end it, on Fifi Kwete.
Now let it. Oh, you so obi nebia what tro and their share.
Debbie. It came from Kwabena Dwoodwoo. It came from Kwabena Dwoodwoo in the heat of their presidential primaries.
Maybe
this was the last but one before he brought his letter of stepping down. This was the last but one.
Okay, then.
On
the Kanye.
That's what can't tell them.
Yeah, if the crocodile comes from the water and says that, you know, the fish comes to tell us that the crocodile has one eye, how do I challenge?
So
how do I challenge?
Obi natural ni be at their comma a certain quarters in the heat of
he's an insider. He has come out to write this letter.
Who's that? Attach our Sarfo.
Sarfo and Kanukre.
David said Kwanka.
Sarfo Kanukre and Okanukre.
Me, I'm only praying for.
Ono Fifi Kwete has used some of the most unprintable words on Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Fifi Kwete is more human being than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He should stop the joke. There will not be any apology. We stand with Atachia 100%. And we will return all the insults that they direct at our presidential candidate. Oh no, John Dramani Mahama, Mitieno Ewo Ada Anano Haya. He stood there and called Dr. Bawumia a liar. Only you the one and ya. He should get ready. You will want to finger off. They think we are joking in this election. We are not joking at all. And we are not going to leave our presidential candidate as a punching bag for any Tom, Dick, and Harry. We will not do that. We have enough firepower to return all the fire that they are bringing. And we are just serving them the notice that there will not be any apology. And that the entire party, the New Patriotic Party, supports the comment of Atachia Mede manasi.
So me da sifa Ura Salam Mustafa, a national youth organizer of the New Product Party nya yene na atwetwe enkomo one on one. Yede eno asi na yewo em say interviews ba ko na mienu bi na ye nwome so na ye mra na afi ye hwe de te. Okay, 101.7 so ye afei yama generational thinkers mo so mo mram na ye ni enkomo 0302 243 529 0302 243 547 wotumi abem na ye no so edi enkomo good morning.
Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Alaji Kwame Nkrumah tiketi
Gado lafia lo.
Yankupon Stramo ni ajumapa mo ya ma o mai Ghana.
Ami
Anopai mamintia ya Vice President His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. Wan kasa wasi Levin Awakunsin. Minister Papa B Kaswa MP NDC for Sonu to say Kakai. Tiano Memanumbono ajumapa. Fatima to Abubakar, who's a minister, Mami Yanko Consuelo, and Mr. Ajapon, Jumla on Penny, or no so Bajimama or my Ghana, on Yanko Consuelo. And this is for Omo campaign, I told you more, Setiano, Obia, Oman Casanajima, what on that year. Time on my point, we see by force 24 hours economics known to Uberman or operating. It's not sport so now, or no to I abide there. Not club, I abide there. Into Nippon for any business we now or Koda, over Park of Fortune is upon Nama or be full for sale, no to operate. Wow, yeah. Now, where is a campaign we are to show? Yes, I can't say Ghana for sale. Ajima Papa, His Excellency Nana Adudankwa Akufo-Addo, the Vice President here, as we have we pa, a do honoma, Yabet Kayomo, Naya Tuabano, Kama, Ama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, Onenapo, Wamamba so or mine, no moon TH Niama Dia Kalumaya, Nagan and Dania Bridge, the Mano, Contribute Basano, or Montana Hanuya Jima, or now Mumbo Mobra.
Okay, then. 1, 2, 1.
Okay, 101.7. So in the now, me ready all bay. Good morning.
Good morning. Come from Cassia.
Yeah, but when you
If I coming to my unia to a steering Cassia, make a selfie second.
Kajagum Yango.
Yo, come in the Kajagum. The Kwame, and you mentioned that my power, we are born my Ghana. Kwame, Yanyawan Kaja, and the Assembly some Kayan City. I mean, MP Bacope, honorable, Dako Nima, the beer will be a Nakopon Sam, Excellency and Antiquado, and Dr. Baumia, incoming president. Kwame, a papaya will intervene this year. I am MPG, I will intervene. Papa Naka, Sema Massa. Makuma ede atwe tapoli se ne yepe o se ne yede yepe wa kwa mukuma tikese adenketira wa o katra ne so mu se na wan kasa no o so because o tai ko abusire pa se Ghana ha no aye kisika bebre ne ede ko sade ne se sade no trouble okay se ya sik ko de mu se ye ko ye ni and se ya papa ya we ye the interview a on ni se ya o yi ni makuma utim se esatum pa se that's Biano, Excellency Dr. Baumia, Evinia, Yahuda Turn, Papa. That's it. You say me big personal what they bano, boy, then you say mobile money. That's like how better was saying, would you say big man on the pro with Russia? I used to work for post office, walk up the hard knocking. You said, oh, yeah, Crono or department in Saka. Oh, said, Ruby or the Costa. So, now you see a two with the pedal. Funny. It's baby, I hope I want to say that you're cool. Let me also say, you're going to Papa Katana Maniaji, Family Namina Juma.
Okay, 101.7. Sunny. Good morning.
So,
Collins from La Pa.
Kwame in Kruma.
Okay, then.
Kajagum Niango.
Papa. Now, Kwame. We see the driver what ye papa.
Everyone at ye.
A driver for.
Ah, driver for you.
Okay, FM. That's who your party. So, suffering at Ghana driver for
Mate.
Now, program meeting, Mami Chia Dr. Ham, incoming member of Parliament, Trobo constituency, and Chia, a NDC Greater Accra Regional Chairman, Honorable Ni Ashimo. Many of Kwame, share near your food, share any of me, near your food, any of me, your vice president, of Yakunyaso, Ghana for Yedi Chianica, or so be the president, and your money, Nemo, was he a money be the president? And so when you if you know any board, and you have to see a million, and we give you. Okay. Ghana folk is not a hip of fever. What is your money be president? As a betting tax, we give you. Ghana folk is say a vice president, a hip of fever. What is your money? Quite not be the president as an emergency tax. Any G levy, COVID levy, any kick up, we give you. Leadership by example. You have permission to back up the Mampin and Akufa. We have vice president. On the chromatic here. Who now petrol who have Mampin and Akufa will be booked appointment. And it is the vice president fine. In the moment, who today, Abamane, they say, would you want it? Kwame, in the Bayan Baku say, Baku, when you're the one of 50 cities, I'm telling you, point blank, in the old Bapis here with fear, economic Kakura, a 200 cities. When your mama is also breaking the Ghana for to me, and Yana, this Mammo, Ghana for to about 7 December genuinely. You people go, you put up position and Ghanaians are defending, Ghanaians are prepared, and Ghanaians are waiting for 7 December. We didn't need a crowd of 7 December with a Ghana versus MPP. The people is around with us.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Kwame Nkrumah Atikasi.
Efo.
Yeah, brother. Minya said now.
Mi wa efo yanko.
Last time, it is a ukase only restaurant and brother penny the pastor and I'm going to papa.
Dabio, bra Rex, yeah. Oh, if. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Mr. Koti.
Mr. Koti.
Yanko.
Yo, Midasi. Moiko. Okay. Show Tifuna. That's another question. He said, people maybe, okay, say, Fifi issue of treatable waste. Emma Baumia. For the word incompetent. What is this I didn't to Mama? There, Baumia. Baumia, you could draw Casa Mama, you useless man. Five people not around. Sir, I have almost said before. Now, some of the find this for only Mama who said, this is the Kajatoma. You run away from this country. Say, yeah, Mom, Castamwa, you probably go through. Who said before 5 people? Mr. Ghana Punima. Count 7 December. That will be to Obama, President Mama, or Nepal at the Mama Ghana. Then I know, yeah, or see of them, the more my Ghana. Or see, so some bar to the far west economy or the bar. Pia being to my ma, or back the web bank, Mamma. Who passed the Congress, the collateral. Minister of Federal Chicasemu, Siumbra, no, the Bobusia, yes, this you, Quadasa Colata, Audia Duma, Wamunia Dumato, Namonia, who was better than the Boa Dumamu. After we are over year access, who call University, test for free, for free. The power, Mamma, I want the brownie. Baumia, what did you get about Mangana? You may not die, minimum die or Ghana 2016. And now, no, you're in charge of the economy. Why, it's the economy, not person. Only the beginning of Ghana. You see, I don't make the press or you. You want to go here. So, Mama, I know what the past, the Ghana, the record. Yes. Now, say, who you sue $50 million. Marjani. Just 15 days. For the better than for the end. Mubasa Ghana, and that's the Mubasa before my Ghana. Okay, you see this amount of money, $50 million for 18 days. Wow, waiting. When you went to my Ghana, you show some of the Shabam. When you went to Ghana, you show some of the Shabam, and that's a Shabam. Then I check him. La Kufa do Pro. Come December 7, Ghana forget to about my mama. And every peswa they have stolen, they will account for it. Peswa, what city? They will account for Ghanaians. Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning, my dear.
As you are Quantaso.
Oh, Minnie, I know what you say.
We are now swear.
You were young Pandum. You Moroka Safidemudia, Mamma and Chemuya Dima, Mimami, Messi Aqua. Messi Aqua. What is the Queen Man or Aqua? What will you say, Brickman, Michel Papa? You might say incoming MP, Amasamai. Alleged Yakasim Ata. Mr. Amasama, Punina say, deliver service, Moko Tabana, Mutu, boom, 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 man, alleged Yakasim Ata. If it's a name of Mumpesos one day, a broomy as so going to Magni in Tiasis. Now, I got a phone in our answer. What trauma, Dr. Mahmoud Bomia, maybe want to my mind, Dr. Mahmoud Bomia. What about me about 20 Mapa or Mampanin and Kufado area? So, the Ghana for Mebomco. There's a Ghana for some winning, former president, your mama, Eko Trabanmana. And then a Ghana for educating take on through. What can take on over him, Murphy. And in forecasting, what end is in him? No cousin, no one here from war. When take your prime minister, obey it and train him. It is Mr. Ghana for say. You were said, Uking Mapa or Mampanin and Kufado, Adia Black Ghana for 3 SHS. And then, Oyeni Bobia school free. Or Mampanin and Kufado. Ghana for the, you see, yes, so. Yes, so. That's why there's not coming as I was said, you, now for better friend. That's the Yanisaki. The Yanisadia, no women, Nelson Emun, and Dr. Mamu Burmia, to be said Ghana for the December 7. Ubia Nabama, Dr. Mamu Gramia. Now to man we are MPP, you know, person. Not Raman. Yet penny, I 4 years agents 419. What's here 419? I said the Muslim on the buy. The MPP develop behind you. Move here, you tell Mamma de buy, Tigana for Miss Rem. I saw come to something go to you for Pamco. You never say, Ubia Nabama, MPP, you know, person. And can Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, or one Ghana for Yedinako. Amen. It has Baba Kwame.
Yo, and some panisa they are so counter so ademaya. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Nanoska.
Come we wait.
Nanoska.
Come we Kim.
Nanoska.
Esenvase Kwame.
Nanayenko.
Kwame winning say yeah, me madam. Jennifer Queen.
Okay, then.
The man yes
you on point.
Yeah, now my Jennifer Queen. Me
yire ketwano miri nia ketwano no.
Hey, Kwame. Jennifer Queen, ni ma me fi je nyina ye ma me na fi mu ndi dru ha ye Kwame ni akoja no. Kwame
21st ye kokotwi.
21st Kwame ye nyina ye botwi kankan MPP college. Yes, best NDC college almost na me je because ye nyina ye nianom. Ye nko boy ni deputy communication director Jennifer Queen. Ye nko ye ni ma me yi. Kwame, na me aduma tina na wotwi mi nu pe. Ana wo ni a prince fonds so no ye na yi. Oh. Kwame, ni pe mobo wo ni a prince fonds. What 2 weeks pe. Ye kwa kusie ni a prince fonds. The best both MPP, NDC communicators and Silla College. Ye nyina ye nko jam ye ni nko kwa na kra. Kwame, mimi bebuna meba. Se me da chi ye die me mada chi ye dia. Na se me support Yewura Muhammadu Bawumia. Na ye fu abama ma Yewura Muhammadu Bawumia. Dey se kwa me kan sa. Se me hwe papa no nim die ni nyansa ade ego ni trim. Na me hwe obi a wodi assemblyman. Obedi deputy minister. Obedi minister. Obedi MP. Obedi vice chairman, ababedi vice president, abedi president, na ye hu paso bia from 1992. Abedi sabre, not just 4 years. I dey anymore so the baby am my Ghana Kwame. Na me bebu na tseme na wuta. Me support you Muhammad Bawumia. Papa we had the Ghana one mo catch yes 4 years mampanyi dey no betini 4 years. Esi o my Ghana. Na 4 years na wo pressure wo babedi no. E dey be pa na Kwame ba be ya bodia ye mebu na ye ba. Eti mestre o my Ghana titulu e mebu yes Yewura Muhammad Bawumia nim die ni nyansa ensem a woka gu on e bia so betima because wo check for public wo check mampanya be de jefo wo ma ba nyina wo bia wo ja dwuma pa wo ti sa Yewura Muhammad Bawumia ho enu tre se ko nyane se ne ensem akwa me o my Ghana be ko na wo sto bi nto aso.
Last caller na me fanui na fe ye digmadi ni na ba wie. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Bra Kwame.
Ya ba chwani.
Hello, Bra Kwame.
Ya ba chwani o.
Ya fe me AB.
Me ntio why?
Yo. Bra Kwame, ai maximum mi bisanse na asema honorable atachia kan no obo obidiana. Adena NDC for agi asem no.
Ba se ebe nim ni wura.
Oh, Bra Kwame. Bra Kwame. We dey say alanchere Martin wo ho. Gum wo ho. Ngofo bebre nyina wo. Adena obi anja ma no na NDC for agi amomo. Anyway, I know me shock bi o my life. Won say na wo guy bi Yaya Kasim.
Yaya Kasim.
Ana ta boni dimba.
Ai.
Kwa mo no jina masama nana.
Ai.
Oh, Bra Kwame na so we so o farm na aja kwa ni PR man no. Because one boy no. Masama me wo kan no nyame kan why.
Hello?
Good morning. Alan Cash.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Na ku phone ya papa on tun kwa na mu ma. Ami. No mo wani to ade mu so ngam. Inde we no me se nyam pade ma ona bo boni so. Ana mi play for Kaswa Old Barrier. Na ma se nyam paswa ma the next president Chief Alan Kojo Chamatin. The Butterfly Movement Alliance for Change. Now over. Now yeah, great transformation plan or yeah GTP. So we know akwanya kobi. Once me am ko bikura na questions ya what GTP ni mo ni ma papa solution
Kifalanko Dochamantin, Alliance for Change, Butterfly Movement, Yadia Guakrama, Osha, Vice President, any boss, Nanado, Eddie and Namua, which $1 rate, one of fundamental was with export rate was exposed to, and many $1 that existing to the. And Yadia Bua, Yananum, Yananum, Yafanum, Edda before. I'm a trader to Susuwatomo. And Tina Kifalanko Dochamantin, the Butterfly Movement, Alliance for Change, what you are no Wabano, Obey Freeport, and my daddy at Tumpong. Ono tu die nti di duma ho de oya fo ade papa enti adrama fo ene agadi-fo muntama kuma ntumu ya nyema bakwaso imported exported enyema bakwaso amamu na ye no youth no so nti di duma mu ye so a manya nyuma aye eno ni leader ojene Ghana ho ojira ntrankra nyuma ho senya ntrankra nyuma enya ye bebu ankrankra nyuma amebi ni makwati na fi amebi ni msa na ushamu kana nuwa pejano nuwa mwa huza ampa ye woli that o mo dran kwankwan nyuma o ti se fala kwa do chamanten no mra no ma ti santi se ya papa na Ghana wunyezia ani ahutira ya president Nanado ne vice di ennemu anna o Cristiano metra debate no amfan ko DTP so na amfam ya to economy ho ni ya bobo ni ya musam ni ya tira Ghana ko se ampa ye woli that wa kuma pa anya ahutira wata Nanado ko otumfo no na nakati ani se mama anya so amayadio Ghana fo de abufuo no kwam ne yaw na sha ena ahotira ye namu abufuo no kwam ne yaw no Ghana fo nto abamfama Kifalanko Dotramanti nyen champion ni NDC fo mo because omunni entise papa ni nyama papa bia de ma o man Ghana mpunto ne o man Ghana 32 years ni usha NDC and 16 MPP and 16 usha entise bebe ni o mo de agu akwama ama Ghana ye tumpo de bia ye da so dra ye ABCD ni ya market ni ya ho 3 ni ya subu ye yam to abamfama if Alan for Dotramanti the back no amra magi free ya hunye hia ani ya ho tira ya man panini anato ne ne bai ede maye no ni amra ma Ghana mfani ntuma panfra na Ghana nya ti sa China Ghana nya ti sa Malaysia Ghana nya ti sa Singapore me da ti woni na menya adwuma
so ni nya menya adwuma okay 101.7 so ni ye wie generational thinkers no mo fra ye fra mo beka sai me fa we mfam me ba cho abusuafo samunim Kwame cocaine rice na oye rice wo my serving ho no na nsenya nyame atonsa afre no ama wo makoye na yi kama na opapa wo no papa nso de awreho ebom wanyini eye opani Emmanuel Kwaku apel asiedu opani Emmanuel Kwaku apel asiedu wono so nyamfie 102 years Kwame cocaine rice ne papa na wono so awrade atonsa afre no na 7th September monhye ne nso ena yebeyi no adeda no esie no aye na yie ebe ni nyina ewo Kwawu pipiase 7th September na ne kwasiada 8th September no wako Thanksgiving service ewo pipiase baby a oye yie no obesa ba betenase ewo ho na Thanksgiving service obekọ no wo Emmanuel Congregation Presbyterian Church of Ghana pipiase nti mon hye nso 7th and 8th na opani Emmanuel Kwaku apel asiedu Kwame cocaine rice awrade atonsa afre ne papa enso so awrade atonsa afre no ebe na yie no Kwawu pipiase na monhye nso wode beto mpam wo agona abusuafie Kwawu pipiase na afi wode nakọ musie akosie no 7th September na dan ye memene da na wobetena ba bi o ye yie no Kwawu pipiase wa ye yie monhye nso na die na chiri paye no enye ono ana epam wie Ofema awrade akwa wasa no Kwame Kumati kese money show president of the Lami Pro open Kwame Studio me Abigail Ashley of social media vida enso so eboy kakra na yeah sorry so enwum a me de sorry so mo kai police pani COP Ajiman ene oya retired COP Ajiman oya retired ninyum ena ye de sorry so brand new one from COP retired Ajiman. Yes, sorry, sir.